Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. With a sunrise spark, fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
And we back. I'm still gone off the screen, Trey.
Yeah, but it's all right. I can deal with it.
That's
I ain't tripping.
crazy. Yeah, I see it
Yeah.
now, and I can see it on my phone. For some reason,
Oh,
my
okay.
camera not showing.
Oh, okay.
God, man, that's
I
some
ain't tripping though.
bullshit.
That sucks, but I ain't tripping though.
I'd rather have my logo up for all that.
What's up, Matt? Top of the morning.
Maddie,
Mm-hmm. Matt, the first one in this joint. Well, no, I deal with it. It's whatever.
y'all right now.
But when you cut your camera, I can see your $1 million logo. So that's
Yeah, that's why I
you know
said I might as well have it
that's
like that
weird.
for
But
all that.
I mean, anytime StreamYard got some type of update or something, it's gonna be a bug or something, and they got So I ain't. It's
Yeah,
whatever.
and
Anytime I
so
see something new, I'm looking for a problem, honestly.
yeah, I
I'm
know
not
Matt
saying.
probably seen us on the mobile version, so he can see us like on the mobile version. Everybody else
Yeah,
see us on the
on their desktops
original.
and stuff, because a lot of people be on computers.
Yeah.
Yeah, either way, if they slide through here, they say they can't.
Oh, you give him some time to get up in here.
Oh yeah,
Why you do that?
yeah.
Send this thing out to some groups. If y'all in here, please put some hearts in the comments for our girl Riri. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. You're watching
Yeah.
events.
Well, yeah. I ain't
Reset
got work
it
till 1
again.
o'clock today, so I said, well,
Oh, you got
let me
time.
get the hell on. I got some time today, and I got a little
Yeah.
minute to chill out before I walk across the street. So I'm rocking with that. Sound like a decent day.
Good friggin' Friday. I know I'm gonna bring up a couple of little good conversation topics. Cause I
That's what's
always
up.
hear people say, things like, oh, I don't know right now, and I just gotta see if I can trust that person. Like they going into a relationship, they still
hmm
trying to see, if they can trust that person, so they hold back on some things. Cause they be like, I don't know if I can trust them that much yet. And I
Hold back
always
on stuff
wonder,
like what?
is anything conversation, just certain things they might will share once they really
I think if people trust their gut, I think you really. I think when people deny the feeling that they get is when they fuck up. I think when they
yeah.
trust it is when they, trust that whether it's God speaking to you, whoever believe in whatever. If it's God speaking to you, whoever, but that inner feeling, what's up, that
What's up,
inner feeling
everybody?
that you get ain't too much, bruh. That inner feeling that you get, we just starting conversation. We just start talking,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Molly was talking about trust when it comes to somebody, like trying to get in a relationship with somebody and not giving their all in terms of like vulnerable stuff, like just putting out too much, trying to determine whether you trust somebody. But I was telling Molly, if you trust your gut, that'll lead you in the direction you need to go in. But I think where people fuck up at is when they deny or go against that inner feeling or inner voice that you have in your head tells you this shit ain't
Mhm.
right for you or something ain't right about this. When people ignore it is when it go left, in my opinion.
So the
So
people do listen to it. That's the reason. And then the people don't listen to it is because they ignore it. You see how it's a lose lose. So some people
yeah.
like I
You said something
I
to
think
lose, lose? What's a lose,
his
lose?
his mic seemed like it got cut for a second.
do
What,
It
what,
sound
certain
what,
like,
what,
people.
oh, go
what are you
ahead.
saying is a
You
lose,
Go
gotta
ahead,
lose?
hear the
Molly.
question first.
Uh,
Say it again, Molly,
Basically,
because your voice kind of cut out.
yeah, people that's mostly getting into a relationship. I said I done heard people say, they they don't trust this person just yet. They need more time, to really get to know them, to really share certain things with them, who they really are, or anything. I just wonder, like, why did people do that? Or if you're a person, why do you do that? Or why you think people do that? I
Exactly.
always wondered that, because people always say that, like, well, I just we've been dating for about 5 months. I don't really trust you that much. I got to
Yeah.
really get to know you, but so
mm.
I'd be like, I don't get it. What's
I
your
think
thoughts
y'all
on
in too far if you worried about the trust, then that means in a relationship you need to give it more time.
it? Mm-hmm.
The word that I use all the time is vetting or courting. Like if you take the time to actually, if people dial shit back instead of rushing into stuff because it feels good, then you'll have more time to walk around those emotions. You'll think clearer. I feel like you won't let the high of meeting somebody new or the anticipation of that person. You won't let that like lead you in the wrong direction. That's self control to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You know,
that is
my opinion.
that is definitely self-control. That's a good point right there. It's just
Mhm.
like a learning thing in life. It's just like people just automatically don't trust a person, even though they ain't give them a reason not to trust them. Me, I go in, giving my all. Like I'm gonna let you know who I am, at least get to know me. I'm not gonna hold back,
Not to hold
because I
back.
want you to really get to know me,
Yeah.
but if things don't work out, then and so be it, you know. But it's just so weird that it's like I ain't do nothing for you not to trust me, but people bring in baggage from previous relationships.
And that's what I meant by I don't have baggage. When Phil was saying one time, we was talking about this, we was talking about relationships and stuff, and he said, everybody comes in with baggage. Nah, you can actually, in my opinion, you can actually work around things that you would consider to be baggage. I mean, everybody gets a clean slate for me.
Yeah,
So that's a friend, coworker, manager, whoever it is, gets a clean slate with me. Until you do something, I'm not looking for anything that's not there.
yeah,
But your discernment is what's supposed to guide you when you can't see what's happening, when they're not around you and all that. Your discernment, but people get, I don't know, people get like antsy, they get clouded by, them feelings of meeting somebody new and something's new. And people can't like seem like they can't move, in my opinion, seem like they can't move on. Like if they get an opportunity that feels like it might be a relationship, they want to make it into one instead of like seeing what if it really serves them or not, really, in
yeah.
my
That
opinion.
makes sense too. It
You know.
just once people really start to get to know each
Your mic keep cutting out.
other,
I can let you
bring
know what. Yeah, there you go. It
is
cut out
there.
for like 5 seconds.
I don't know what the fuck going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but what I was trying to say is when people bring up things from previous relationships, sometimes it can be experienced, but they tend to shield themselves away from certain things. It can be anything. It can be sex. It can be like, well, the last guy, I want to make sure that da da da. Or it can be, oh, I don't want him to pay for this because I don't want him to get the assumption that this mean that. It'd be a lot of things that they picked
yeah,
up from
I get
previous
it. I
relationship.
understand though.
That they really current. They feel like I learned this over time that when you with somebody, you should do this. So and with the last person I was with, I ain't doing this no more because when I did this, he did this. So it's like, yeah, they might say they ain't current over like they not still hurt and like, oh, I ain't gonna date or nothing no more, but they still curry a lot of things that
Yeah, I feel you on that. That's accurate. If you having a problem with your screen or anything, you might want to close out and refresh. I see you mute and go back mute, but I don't see your
yeah,
screen back
bring
there.
out too. What the
Yeah.
fuck is going
It's
on? Yeah,
a
screen
StreamYard
got
thing. That's all I tell you. I ain't tripping. I'm anytime it's an update, I'm looking for stuff. But um
they gotta do better.
it's unfortunate that people, I mean, I get it because the human thing is to your brain function is going to shield you from things to try to not have to go through that again. But I don't know. Shit feel a little
Hmm.
different to me because I went through a period of sitting in that, and I
Yeah,
can
that's
identify what I feel like. A lot of people don't know why they feel the way they feel. They don't analyze
yeah,
enough to me,
yeah.
you know.
So you don't know, like I've been through this bullshit before. You with us on? I don't know.
Yes,
This
sir.
nigga
Yes,
nah
sir.
nah. What's going
I'm
on? You
not.
alright
Yeah.
over there?
Hell yeah,
Like
my.
like
I'm
you
not.
nah.
I'm not. Not. No. I'm not. No. I'm looking down on the phone. Y'all know I
Right,
go in the kitchen. I usually go in my kitchen and talk to y'all.
right.
But
I feel you.
I hear y'all say about relationships and all that. Um,
Yeah.
let me say this. Anybody, I'm gonna speak on from what I heard, right? Um, anybody who's been dealing with somebody 5 or 6 months and they talking about, oh, I still don't fully trust this person. One or two things is going on, and that is one, the person has given you a reason not to trust them, and the relationship really is not going to go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And two is you're already planning for failure. So this person is not going to be around before a moment any motherfucking way. So
Mm.
you can really give a fuck care less. Well, no, like nobody whenever you go into a friendship looking for a relationship, if you're not open and honest with the individual from the very beginning, then you just wasting your goddamn time. Period.
Mhm.
And so
Mhm.
when you meet a girl y'all dating, you openly tell her about everything. You openly do everything.
Hell yeah. Cause I'm giving you the option to say, man, look, I don't even like the route you taking. Like I ain't there, or it's gonna be, hey, I'm with it. Hey, it is what it is.
I feel you.
I think, see, understand this. we've become so numb to our feelings that individuals respect individuals more when you speak directly to the point.
Hey, Miss Harris.
I can respect she said that because she said this straight to the point. I don't. What do you if you're planning on having a relationship with this person or whatever them saying, okay, of course you're going to give information that you think is going to help the relationship grow. Yes, you're not going to put 1,000% into it. But then again, you have some people who do put 1,000% into it. You know what I'm saying?
What's up,
And
Miss
these are
Harris?
and these are the individuals that are either looked at as, he's going to be too much, or he's too emotional. It's things that females look for when you have that first opening conversation.
Right.
And if that first opening conversation doesn't have, and I love using this word, foundation, then she's already seen that you want some bullshit. So she ain't going to invest but so much into your dumb ass anyway. And that can go either way. That can go either way. What the fuck? Why why would I want to invest into something that's not willing to invest into themselves or invest
Up,
into me?
AQ.
What's up,
Friendships and
man?
relationships friendships
Good
and
morning,
relationships
AQ.
are based on investments. Investments. The
Make sure y'all
investment doesn't
leaving that
always work out.
notification on the morning show page too. Don't forget to give us a like or a heart or something over there too. We try and bring that put your traffic that way if we
Yeah.
can. Thank you for tapping in, Miss Harris and AQ and Matt.
Yeah, you made
And
some
yeah,
good points on it.
You
But
did.
why it always gotta go negative? Why do people always gotta say if this person this way, or she don't the nigga already fucked up and he did something. If he ain't do nothing wrong, if he ain't do nothing not to be trusted, if she ain't do nothing not to be
Yeah,
trusted,
right. I want you to speak
why it
from that
always
your
got I
opinion on from
understand
that
that,
place.
but
well,
motherfucker,
then
give
I
me
got
your
something for
reason
y'all.
if you got a
I got
reason.
something for y'all.
All
I
right.
definitely got something for y'all. See, what we fail to realize is the average dude and the average female are already scorned. They're already scoring from their past relationships. And once you're scoring, you're taking that same scoring into this next relationship. And you're looking for the same outcome of this next relationship
If it
that you
ain't
just
working, it
had
ain't.
with the last one. You got to get past your scoring. You got to get past the scoring. You got to like give a person a clean slate and move forward. Because this person right here may not be as bad as the last person. And
Mm.
like I said, a lot of us take this resentment and this anger from this last relationship and we apply it to the new one, thinking it's going, well, if he can stand up to this, then hey, he's good enough to be my man. No, you got the game fucked up. If you
Well,
can't
these
live
people
by
aren't
morals,
healed though. These are
so
not
what?
That's
healed
what I'm
people.
saying.
These
They
are not
No,
heal.
they're
healed
not.
people.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're not
Yeah.
healed. So you take that same virus into this next relationship, you know what I'm
You
saying?
can't
And guess
answer if
what?
it's not a healed relationship. That's what it is. People been through so much.
Relationships take time to develop. I don't know why your mic keep cutting out, Molly. I'm gonna read Miss Erlene comment. She said relationships take time to develop. You can never fully learn or trust a person. Some people are disguised. I put it on like I was saying, Miss Erlene, I put it on discernment. That is one of this discernment, vetting, and courting are like the three strongest words that I would use in a conversation like this. I didn't get into no type of situation so far that I didn't know about. It's nothing that came to the surface that I wasn't expecting to possibly be there, or I just I don't know, that feeling, that energy thing for me is a serious thing. I can feel it, but I don't need to see it, and I don't need to hear nothing about it to know that it's going on. You might just do something as subtle as, oh, you don't want to, you switched up your your whole essence, like because you're doing something or because something's weighing heavy on you. I can see that dark cloud on you. You ain't got to tell me about it, but that's just me, I guess. I don't know. But
That's everybody.
people are so quick to throw themselves into something. And I understand all this the stress of the world and everybody, the energy that's in the air. I understand people want to feel like they're not by themselves, why they doing this, why they going through this journey. But people need to sit with themselves a little bit more, in my opinion. Sit in silence, put your phone down, deal with
I,
yourself for 2 3 hours out of the day.
I,
And
I,
it'll
I
get you around a lot.
I think that once we become individuals entangled into relationships and all that, then I think our
Thanks, Marlon.
childhood, I think our childhood plays a big role in what we do when we start engaging in these relationships. You know what I'm saying? Look, you got to understand, child trauma goes on for years, and many more years. You know what I'm
Very
saying?
true.
If an individual does not open their mouth to dispose of the things that's bothering them, it's going to constantly continue on bothering them, especially at certain situations when the person has a relapse of memory and this issue comes up.
I
You know what I'm
see you
saying?
now, Marlon.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. You hear
So
me?
it's like until we can communicate with each other on a real basis and not pass judgment. If I'm taking a liking to you, like I said, I'm a little different than everybody else. If I'm taking a
Uh,
liking to you, I'm gonna let you
I got
know the
a
type of. Yeah, I'm gonna let you know the
Victoria
type
Brown.
of.
Yeah.
What?
Man, my shit hitting the shit again.
I'm trying to. You
What
gonna
happened?
read it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, she said, let's take some marriages. You can be married to someone forever and still not know the stranger in your bed. Um, which is very true. But I think a lot of people ignore a lot. I swear people ignore a lot of what they feel and see and know is going on, especially
Yeah.
if it's something of security, emotional or financial. People will ignore a lot when the bag good or shit straight. Everything lined up like it's supposed to be, all the ducks in a row. I feel like people will also ignore that. They'll know the monster that's sleeping next to them, but they'll deal with it because there's nothing that's blew back on them. You know.
Yeah.
So I mean,
It's
just my
a,
opinion. But thank
it's
you
a
for
saying.
your comment, of course.
It's a saying from back in the day, and it goes both ways. It goes both ways now to this very day. It's
Mm.
cheaper to keep her.
Yeah.
See, that's the mentality. And that's why motherfuckers be having gray hair and body be fucked up and aching and all that shit because they want to take that on, knowing talking about it's cheaper to keep her. Shit, I live a little longer if I get, send her ass up yonder.
Oh, oh,
Shit.
oh, hey, can I stop y'all for 1 second so I can put this in y'all head real quick? Because I
No
told
problem.
y'all I'm gonna have something for y'all. I told y'all I'm gonna have something for y'all today.
Okay.
So it's a Thanksgiving feeding families. That'll be the name of I guess this project we're putting together. The date will be 11/26. The time will be from 10 a.m. to all food is distributed. The purpose is to give a family environment with home cooked food, interaction, and conversations about growth and resources. The locations will be determined upon visual needs. And the reason why I say that is because you're gonna have a lot of these organizations out here that's going to the parks and they feeding the individuals that's in the parks, but I want to go to where the gas stations at, the side stores. I want to go to the people that can't get to these parks and all that.
Right.
But it won't just be me. Everybody, as I said, everybody will have some say as to where we distribute this food. Um, the uh the menu would be turkey, mashed potatoes, yams, cranberries, macaroni and cheese, dinner roll, drink water or soda, and of course that will be distributed to everybody. I'm hoping that I can reach out to some people and receive at least 7 turkeys, cook them, cut them up, cook the food, put them, tray them up, and we just start doing what we got to do. You know what I'm saying
Everybody
now,
deserves nourishment. I'm for that.
right?
I'm for that.
And the whole purpose, like I said, the whole purpose of this is
she
we don't we
said,
don't we
she
don't.
said, nah, bitch, bye. Ain't no cheaper to keep her. You just making matters worse. The battle woman syndrome.
Yeah.
Goddamn, defend yourself. Fight back.
Tell him it's her.
Fight back. What you
Uh,
got to say?
Cheaper to keep her, huh? They
That's
said
yeah. That's for you, huh? You the one
oh,
said it. That's for
okay,
you.
look,
What you
look,
got?
okay. All right, first of all, it's I don't want you to take that the wrong way. I don't want you to take that the wrong way. When I say it's cheaper to keep her, I'm talking about like if I'm dealing
That
with you,
straight up
and
verbatim.
if I'm dealing with you, and we've been dealing with each other for 5, 6 years. Let's even say 10 years, right? And my biggest issue with you is your attitude. I can deal with that. Because guess what? You know how much money and time and soul and energy that I'm gonna have to invest into another motherfucker to try and make this next motherfucker perfect. Oh no, it's to me, I would rather go through the attitude problem. And guess what? Like I said, it's cheaper to keep her. I don't have to worry about spending extra money trying to find some new romance. No, it's just, no. I just know. Like I said, I think that if you're in a
Isn't that a
relationship,
disservice to the person that is suffering through? That's what I mean by it. Same thing with the marriage. When Miss Harris was talking about marriages and sleeping next to the person. The same thing without the paper, without the ink. That's the same thing. I would not deal with that. She said, "I'm with you on that, bruh. Yeah, give me the dates and times. I got turkeys and ham on that. That's what's up.
Okay, I
I
got
fuck
thank
with
you,
you,
that
man.
thank
too.
you, thank you
Even though you
very
don't like
much.
what the fuck he said, you still down for
That's,
helping and
Hey,
shit. That's
man,
what I
she
like.
always,
man, she
yeah.
she love what I'm saying. She's trying to feed me now. Look at her. She's trying to feed
Yeah,
me.
ain't nothing
Yeah,
wrong with that.
I'm
thank
encouraging
you.
you to gift
Yeah,
out,
Ain't nothing
but
wrong with
all the
that.
help, all the help that can be received will be deeply
Is my
appreciated.
mic working?
Yeah,
Yes, it
it
is.
does.
I want to make sure.
Yeah, it
But
does.
like I said, it's like it's like this. I've been with my daughter's mother for over 10 years, right? I've been with all like my son's mother, my daughter's mother, but when I say I've been with them, everything's not sexual with me. Everything's not sexual with me. You know what I'm saying? I have friends that's over 20 years that I've never dealt with sexually, but we're close like that because I like to build a friendship. Fuck your sex. Fuck how good your pussy is, your head on. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I give a fuck about the person that I'm dealing with. That's what I give a fuck. I give a fuck about your thoughts. Like the first thing I'm gonna ask anybody I deal with, whether you're a homeless bum,
I love that,
whatever. If
Miss
I'm trying
Arlene.
to help you, I'm gonna ask, what are your interests? What will help you get your mind clear for a second? The average person tells me water. Can you take me to the water? I take people to the water damn near on a daily basis.
What's up,
Just so
Alan?
they can,
Wow.
huh? Yeah, just so they can clear their mind. Like I said, I think if an individual takes a liking to another individual, you should take them somewhere where they can clear their mind of everything. So guess what? We go to the water, we say, all right, whatever you gotta get on your mind, guess what? It's going in this water and it's floating the fuck down the river. We ain't walking away with this problem no more. And that works so much. Because guess
That's a
what?
good way to do that.
It's something different that women are not getting, and that is somebody giving a fuck about what's going on in your life and not just wanting what's in your fucking drawers. I don't give a fuck about your money. I don't give a fuck where you work at because that ain't the shit that's making you happy. What's going to make you happy is having this motherfucking man sit beside your little dirty ass or a goddamn man giving a fuck about you.
see,
Giving a fuck
see,
about you.
nah.
Yeah, I
If you
shot shots
gonna
back. I
give the
shot shots
blessings and
back.
Yeah.
shit
I
and the
shot
grace, go
shots
ahead and get the
back.
grace. Don't try to sneak in no little.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
shot
uh
shots
You
huh.
back.
dirty
She
ass.
shot it first.
Nah.
She shot the shot first. I shot it back.
What's up, Alan?
What up? Ow.
If y'all tapped in and you on Facebook, the Morning Max Show page, that's where I want y'all to start gravitating towards whenever
Yeah,
you do
man.
choose to stop in. Give me a
Yeah.
notification on there, a heart, a
Appreciate the
thumbs up,
love.
something like that.
Take a breather, man. Take a
Yeah,
breather,
I don't
man.
want nobody getting worked up this morning. I
Take a
can't,
breather, man. Give it a break, man. I'm gonna catch a heart attack over there.
We're good, baby boy. Hey, but what is trust?
Huh?
What is trust based on? Because like I
Yeah,
said, everybody keep on talking about they don't trust this, they don't
I
trust
was
that. So
gonna lead to something, but
yeah,
y'all be going east, west, north with it after a while. It's getting to somewhere. I was asking that question because when it comes to relationships, that's what tends to happen. I can't trust. So it's like we judge a lot of people, like you said, on their past and this and that. But when it comes to anything else, let's say somebody wanted a job, you would hate for people to judge you based on your past. Or we can't hire you because 5 years ago you did this, or anything else. Like anybody that you might had a friend,
Thank you,
something went
Mr.
wrong
Lane.
and they keep bringing it up.
Appreciate you.
Remember you did that, you did. So it's just like we never want to be judged on our past with anything else. But when it comes to relationship, we judge a lot of people based on their past, even if they've been truthful to us. We want to know how many baddies you got, short. We want to know this and that, and then we get to judging. But just like we seem to do that when it comes to relationships and outside
I
of
don't
that.
really feel like that's my business.
For
I
what?
never
real.
asked I never asked nobody I
So
was
he
with
said
that
he don't
or
care about.
interested in how many bodies they had. I don't
Oh,
really
no,
think,
no, no. That's goofy right there. I'll give a
in
fuck.
relationships, people say, thank you for the comments too, Mr. Lane. And relationships, people say that they want honesty and love, but the truth is most people don't know what they want.
Mm,
The raw truth is attractive to me. Somebody to say something. I want somebody to say something so straightforward. I'd be like, damn, well, I don't think I would have normally accepted that from nobody, but the way you put it, I might just, people that's real enough and get straight to it. That's how you win the prize. Because I'm not with no
I,
tiptoeing and we try and figure this shit out like we
See,
little
see,
teenagers and shit.
but
Nah,
but
like
but where
I don't
along the
like
line
conversations
does
became
being
bad.
too where along the line does being too aggressive come in at? Because
Mm.
I've been told that I'm just too aggressive. I'm just too damn forward. So
Mr.
I want to
John,
know, like, where
I
does
don't
it
know why
come
my
in at?
shit not working today.
say would it
There you
come
go.
in at? I don't know. Did you ever see a coach a team, and you got some coaches that aggressive and some coaches not as aggressive? People get it when it ain't relationships. You'll look over there, be like, "Hey, that boy, man, he cussing at them kids. He all hot." You be like, "No, he just aggressive. He one of them aggressive coaches." Then you got another coach that, "Hey, let me talk to you, son. Look, man, right here, he calm." That's the difference between being aggressive and that. Is a way of saying things. You're in a relationship, you don't talk to people like they children. And I think it works both ways. You got women out here talking to men like they kids. And you got men
Yeah.
out here talking to women like that. Nah, like we both equal, we adults. Talk to me. Like don't yell at me. Don't scream at you. Let's have a grown up
What's up, Kitty?
conversation. And if we can't have that, that let me know you ain't mature enough to have these conversations. And that's why I think
Mm.
people go wrong and they get, oh, you being all
Mr.
aggressive.
John
Oh,
in here, Kenny in here now.
see that?
Not
Mr.
cutting you off. Just
John.
know that they just popped
Nah,
in. Let me
that's
get a
my man.
notification from y'all on the morning page. I know how this go. You stepping in here, we appreciate it, but let me get that
What up,
notification.
Mr. John? Appreciate it, Miss Hers. Miss Hers used
Mhm.
to watch a previous show I used to host a lot. And
You
we've
seen
had
her
some crazy,
compliment towards
yeah,
you, talking about you hosting shows and everything that's
yeah,
open for
that's why I was
conversation.
mentioning the
Yeah.
fact she used to watch previous shows I used to host, and she come on from time to time and give some good
What's up,
pointers.
Cecil?
And she's a ex police officer, who retired because she ain't
Ain't nothing
like the
wrong with
way
that.
they was
Shit.
doing things
Get your
though. That's
ass on the
why,
ground.
God
Shit.
damn.
Get your motherfucking ass on the ground. Nah, I ain't. Best podcast that educates the masses. That's what's up. I love the conversations. I love people joining in. Y'all feel
Oh,
free to
man.
tap in on the conversation too. I want to hear what other people are saying. Thank you for your comments, Miss Arlene. Sometimes we have to listen to our significant other. They're telling you that something that you're doing is hurting. Listen. Yeah. I don't like somebody so caught up in themselves. I mean, that's things change. Like trauma, shit happening to people, a loss in the family, shit like that can alter stuff. So I have seen people kind of be away and then have a traumatic event or something happen to them, and then they change as people or their perception of how they navigate changes. But I don't know. I guess I'm fortunate just to not have been in a situation so far where I got screwed over like that. Well, both my relationships, it was fun relationships. I enjoyed them. Like, so I don't bash nobody either. That's what the one thing I don't like too. Oh, fuck that bitch. It wasn't fuck that bitch when y'all was together. Or it wasn't fuck that dude when y'all was together. So why, the switch up afterwards? I wouldn't want nothing to transpire where all of a sudden I hate somebody that I used to be fucking. That ain't that's crazy to me. To me, that's insane. But, you know, nah, not that type unfair. Yeah, I'm neutral. You get a clean slate with me. If you ain't fuck up and you didn't do anything wrong, I'm not gonna treat you like you did. I'm not gonna make you feel the weight of anybody before me. I'm not about to. That's why y'all don't get to go. Half people don't get to go on dates and stuff because they don't. Y'all don't be ready. A lot of people don't be ready. I can't speak for everybody, but a lot of people are not ready to date. You are not healed. You don't know yourself. You can't identify your emotions and why they trigger you, why things make you feel away. Vet yourself before you try to start vetting somebody else. I think that'll work for people for real. I don't know if Molly tapped out off the screen or whatever, but
You can hear
my
me?
point was, are you still on the screen?
I ain't sure you can hear me. Every time I talk, like you
It kind
talking
of
over
go
me.
out, like it's been going
I
out a
don't
little
know if
bit
you
throughout the joint,
hearing
so I
me.
couldn't
I'm
tell.
like every time. So I'm like, I know you can't hear me because whenever I get
Nah,
to talking, you get to talking right over me. So I just like you can't hear me, obviously.
it's all
Because
good. Go
every
ahead, my
time
bad.
a few words, I think the last thing I said, she was a police officer and she retired because
Oh,
she
it
ain't
went
like
like
the
yeah, it
things
went
they
out
was
after that.
doing. And then I seen you say bow bow or something. Hey, what up,
Yeah,
Mr.
nah, no
John?
doubt
He
after
said I
that.
see you, Kings. Yeah, I just went to reset.
I
I ain't
appreciate
know.
that, Mr. John.
Said best podcast. Educate. Hey, we appreciate it, Mr. John, man. You gotta make another special appearance one day, man. But only when beats come on. Only when beats come on.
Yeah, that's
Cause
special performance for him.
Brocky just
Yeah.
love your singing, man. Y'all ain't never check out my boy Mr. John, man. He be singing. But this is a good topic, man. Like how long do does it take to trust someone? And I only bring that up because people gotta understand you not the same person you was 10 years ago. So let's say you
Yeah, I
meet
wouldn't expect you
somebody
to be either.
and
You know?
let's say if you meet somebody and y'all fall in love, and 5 years later you not no longer that person, and they saying you changed. It's like we all change. So it's like that's why I like when people say they soulmates, because no matter
Mhm.
what happens or change in their life, they connected regardless.
Yeah.
And that's why I think people go wrong. I think they think they spouse sometimes changed up. Oh, you used to do this. We used to do that. Yeah, we used to be 20, motherfucker. We used to be able to do a lot of
Like shit.
things, and
Yeah.
sometimes one slow down a little faster than the other. Someone might
Mhm.
might want to still get out and do them things, and the other one physically can't. And I don't think that they don't love that person as much no more. I just think when time go, that person changed. So it's like you're gonna continue to love that person no matter
Mhm.
who they end up becoming. They might end
Yeah.
up coming handicapped. They might end up getting a different career. You're gonna support and love them who they might become in the next 10 years, not who they are now. And I think people fall in love with people who they are now. Then when the bad things
Yeah.
start to happen or things go south, they go MIA. What can you say? Say love who
They
you
be.
love.
I think people be in love with the timeline they imagine themselves building. A lot of people like seem like they think in the future about other stuff, but when it like or they think in the present about other stuff, but when they in a relationship, I mean, of course you want to know or you think about or ponder on like what lies ahead, but it's a timeline that people be trying to build. Like, how can I say it? They be trying to look forward and I guess manifest it, but the tools and what you need to put that together, like, don't be in front of you. People be trying to make something out of nothing. Like, and they
That
want to see it. They want to see it so bad that they'll act like or pretend or, you know, love who you love. Be genuine and true to yourself. Realness, honesty, and authenticity is the core to true love and development. That's yeah. That's a good way to say
yeah,
that. You got to know yourself. You got
and
to
why
know and
you
understand
single,
yourself
Kenny?
first. Love yourself
Why you
first.
single, Kenny? Ladies, y'all see he's a good man out here. Dudes out here like Kenny, man. They want to get cheated on, Kenny. They ain't got
Because it
time for
seemed
all that.
like women be going
Genuine.
after the dudes that be dogging the hell out of them, and that's more appealing than the nice guy. So
Yeah,
that's also
man.
another thing.
A
So
nice guy finished last, Kenny.
what
Better
Miss
stop
Erlene say?
all that.
Oh, everything is a concept of maturity for real love. Agreed. Yeah, he was agreeing with you. I'm taking time now learning myself so that I can be a better me. If I'm good with my glow, then I think that others will see my shine also, like and like it just as much. Yeah. Honestly, whether they like it or hate it, because I'm in a situation. I just made a post this morning that about not wanting haters. Like people be talking about, "Oh, I got haters. I got haters." I don't want that shit on me, especially when
Yeah,
I'm not sowing any seeds or putting anything out there to cause a stir and people care about my movements just off of that glow. So that light can have enemies come your way, but at the same time, when you do learn yourself, Miss Arlene, when you do get to that point where you feel like you got it all, centered, then you'll live with that light regardless. You'll see little things, you'll see people change around you because of that change within yourself. But you
yeah,
got to. You got to. I challenge
yeah.
everybody to sit for an hour, no phone, no TV, no stimuli, no radio. Sit in silence. Deal with yourself,
Women
for a
like
minute. I
shows
really
interest
suggest
in
that. A
her.
woman likes who shows interest in her.
Yeah, that's why they
Yeah,
like
but
everybody. Everybody shows interest. Everybody shows
it
interest. Too many
be
dudes
seeming
show.
like y'all want them niggas that be like, bitch, get out my face. So why the fuck you calling me? And y'all be blowing. And I see this because I see my homies. I ain't gonna point nobody out, but some of my homies that be watching the podcast and stuff like that be dogging these drinks out here because they can, and because the girls they love it. They love when a dude seems like he emotionally unavailable and like he don't care, or like y'all want this, like this hard ass nigga or whatever. That's what
When
I'm
they
seeing with my eyes visually. And that's different age ranges. It's not just people younger like us or whatever. It's different age ranges. People like it seems like people like what's unavailable to them. There's
yeah,
more steam behind, I don't know,
yeah,
getting put
I
to the
don't.
on the back burner for some reason. That's what it seemed like. But
And we gonna get there, man. Good dudes gonna finish first one day, man. Just not just yet, man. And don't be them bitter guys, man. I see a lot of guys that's good dudes that might been
mad as
cheated
shit on
on.
these podcasts.
Yeah, I seen a lot of good women out here that's bitter because they might been cheated on. And it's like, don't let somebody else fuck up, make you become who they was, Because I see a lot of people, I started cheating once. I started notice bitches ain't shit. I'm like, fuck these. I'm gonna start cheating too. I was like, damn, you let one girl turn you into a yeah, and it happens to girls too. A dude cheat on they be like, fuck that. I'm for everybody now. And it's like, why be that person? Like if you was loyal and somebody just move on, be loyal to the next person. You
Hmm.
might find somebody that, but if you just go out here and start being a hoe, then everybody ain't gonna want to save you at all. When you want to
Man,
slow down, it's like we remember when you was out here. But I'm saying, don't get better. Just still constantly
yeah.
be you. Don't let nobody turn you into something that you really not. And I think most of these people out here, they victims to that. They might was all in love, and then they finally got hurt for the first time, and they just couldn't give that love to the next person ever again. So it's
Mm.
like, nah, I'm
I don't think
always
there's anything that you can do unless you like you had to like take somebody's life or that or something. You gotta do something real like out there for me to like not expect it because you're a human being. I'm not. That don't mean I excuse it. That don't mean that you get a pass for doing anything because you're a human being. But I just you going. I don't know. You can go in confident, but just know. I just feel like whatever is whatever. Like I don't know how today's gonna transpire, but why am I
yeah.
worried about it? I'll get to it when those things present itself. Then I'll deal with it. But if not, I don't want that shit on me. I don't want no dark ass cloud on me all the time. I
Yeah,
don't want that
that
shit on
gotta
me.
be tough, but
You
some
know?
selfish people out here today, man, and beyond. They been
What's
doing
up,
this.
shout about?
I just kept, what up, Chow? Seeing y'all doing y'all thing last night.
Yes.
Weezy V, David Green, LA, JC, and Chow. What was the?
Y'all
I
was getting
forgot.
side boob for a long time.
Uh-huh.
I should think she was folding clothes and shit. Y'all was getting side titty for a long time.
Weezy be having them
uh,
going crazy on there, man.
yeah. Talk about relationships, child.
On
You
my
know,
relationship and
trust the people.
trust.
Yeah.
Some all type shit. Like y'all got a different setup where you at, but y'all got understanding.
Hmm.
It's different out here these days. It's still crazy though. I don't see a lot of people doing what y'all do, but these youngins out here, they got all type of relationships now.
Oh
And it's
man.
them, they, us,
They, them, us.
like
And all that
they
shit.
poly relationships. I don't get it. And they started young, but it don't matter what type of relationship they in, they eventually gonna get hurt. And it's just like when you go through that for the first time, you gotta learn how to get through it. And a lot
Yeah.
of people don't. I think they live with it forever. And I be hearing so many stories about, oh, I got cheated on that. I'm like, well, I got cheated on too.
Hmm.
Well, it's different for men. Yeah, it is. It's a lot different. You fuck you
Yeah.
talking about? You think that shit feel good? Like we just be like, like,
Yeah.
nah, like it hurt as well. But at the end of the day, I don't think the next woman I should be in a relationship with deserve any of that. She deserved that same good treatment as the previous one, if not better. But
Yeah.
I couldn't do it, man. Who we got popping back in? Who that? Unk back,
Hey.
funny
E
man
and funny
Green
man. Funny man, what you on your way to on your way home?
on the road
Yeah.
again.
All right. Keep your eyes on the road. You looking at the phone too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ain't
All
got
right.
time
You
for it.
all right.
You
But
know,
yeah,
funny man. Unc, you back with us, man? I hope nobody wasn't watching. You got a phone call. Oh yeah, I hear you talking that shit.
right.
I kind of missed a lot of y'all conversation, right? But I want to ask a question,
Sure.
Go ahead.
and that is, we talking about the females. When we gonna start talking about these males that like they just as they may be just as worse with this little feminine ass attitudes and the fact that they do so many unmanly things, the lack of principles, morals and principles that they have, the lack of motivation,
Mm.
like what about the help that these niggas need?
Talk about it. What
And
help
we
they
keep
need?
we keep talking about
What
we
can
we
I
talk
ask? What
about
help?
making the
Let me
female
turn
happy.
that question around because for clarity, instead of it going into open dialogue about something we don't understand, I would want to know what do you feel like the men need help with. I'm not saying they don't need help. I'm not saying I'm not knowledgeable of things that they can be assisted with. I'm asking you about how you feel, or what you feel they would need help with.
I, I think that men cheat because the lack of at home or the lack of with their partner. Like you like you females wonder why dudes have so many different female friends and all that.
That's
It's
right,
not
Miss Harris.
necessarily it's not necessarily us having sex with them. It's the fact that we can talk to different females about different things and don't get no vicious kickback. You know what I'm saying? Dudes confide in other females because when he confides in his woman or whatever, a lot of times it's goofy, it's stupid, it's not important to them, not unless it's directly connected to them. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, men open up in different ways to different women. You know what I'm saying? And they do
Okay.
it for a reason. They do it for a reason. I'm saying no, it's not meant to disrespect his woman or anything. It's for him to have a better understanding of how to deal with a certain situation with his woman. Because if I go with my woman and say, "Hey, I don't like this, I don't like that," then I'm all types of bitches, bitch ass niggas, and all this. Well, you ain't give a fuck about it. Versus me ask somebody like, "What would be the best way to approach her and bring this out?"
Man, I
You know what
don't
I'm
think
saying?
it's wrong with asking questions.
But a lot of times, this is where females look at, or males look at, oh, you're cheating because you're entertaining another individual. No, the entertainment only comes from me trying to get an understanding of who the fuck you is,
Yeah.
and how to deal with you a little better. So there won't be no chaos within the family. You know what I'm saying? Because once you into a relationship, if that lady got 5 kids, all 5 of them kids is your responsibility once you get into this relationship. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm cool with one child." No, you got to be cool with everybody. You got to make everything work if that's what your plan is. Like
Yeah.
I said, a lot, a lot of,
Yeah.
a lot of us we leave this past relationship with no closure, and then we try and enter into a new relationship. You know what I'm saying, with the same issues as the last relationship. So the man or the female is prone to take on that task of trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with you. You cool and all, but you
Yeah,
got
that's
some shit
trauma.
going on.
I ain't passing over no
Yeah.
trauma to nobody. Close the
No,
door for
it's
yourself. That's what I would
Trump.
say.
No, it's
Well, what's
treat
the
somebody.
question,
It's
man?
like
You
this.
said these boys soft, they come, and then you switched over to that's why boys cheat, and then it's going somewhere else. So it's like, what is the question? What is the answer? I don't know. You all over the place,
No,
huh?
no, because you tying in more than one conversation at one time, and
Let's
you
get
trying
to
to
one
twine it together.
conversation. I'm trying to figure out why these boys soft and they need help and how we can help them. That's what you
Okay,
supposed to been answering.
That was a question.
That's it.
okay. All right. Well, it's like this because I'm a little lost. I thought I was giving you the help. It's your significant other. It's your significant other treating you as such they would want to be treated. That's a happening in relationships. You always have a giver and a receiver. Majority of the time, it's not 50-50. So when the breakup comes, it's all over emotions and feelings. Now, the only way you can help an individual if you feel as though he's soft, because the individual is respectful doesn't mean he's soft. Because the individual has morals and principles doesn't mean he's soft. You know what I'm saying? He may have more attributes in other ways. It may be a reason why he's acting the way he's acting. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, there's a
Like I
reason
said,
for everything, but that person
right.
Mhm.
that you will be dealing with, that time that's giving you the thought to even be having the conversation. So if anybody is putting that type of dialogue or making you produce the type of dialogue, they're a disservice to you for real.
Right.
But I'm trying to figure out what do you feel like men need out of the relationship? Like, what do you think
I
they
mean,
need? You know, because you said that they're
unconditional.
lacking. What about the guys? So I'm trying to figure out what you mean about what about the guys.
Unconditional love, like you said, and it goes back to what you said. A lot of us was not taught love, so when we're giving it or or like when we're receiving it, we don't know what we're really receiving. So then we become on a defensive joint. Oh, she's trying to make me soft. She's trying. No, she's just giving you that nourishment that you've never had, that you're not used to.
Okay,
If
I
that
get
makes
what you're
sense.
saying. Yeah, it makes sense, but your question was why these dudes so soft, and now you got to answer. They not soft, and this is why they
I,
get portrayed as soft. So I get what you're
because
saying
we
now. They get
because we
portrayed
have
as
to act.
soft because they mamas. They been raised a certain way. Only mothers give unconditional love. And that mean that I can go outside, stab somebody in the chest, and my mother gonna say that's my baby. Like I'ma support them regardless. A woman that you're in a relationship with, you can't cheat on her and she gonna love you anyway. You can't hit on her and she gonna love you anyway. It's kids that cuss at their mom, probably hit back and all that. Mom's gonna love you regardless. That's unconditional love, no matter what my son do. You're
Thank
not
you,
gonna
Shop
get that
Out,
out of
for
a
that
woman.
clarification.
So I don't think men should be looking to get that out of a woman. It's
It's
like
it's
love. Treat me how you would want to be treated. If you don't want me out here fucking around and sucking on everybody, you shouldn't be doing it. If you don't want me going out here getting male advice from other men on how we should do things, then you shouldn't be doing it. It's just like that's it. But if vice versa, then it's like okay, be cool when I do it. That's how I look at it. Treat people how you really want to be treated. But with these dudes being soft, I think I do with their moms. They moms let them get away with a lot of things. They want nobody a pops around and hit them in their fucking chest and let them know
Mhm,
this ain't how you speak to a woman. This ain't how you treat a woman. A lot of
mhm.
times a woman be like, shit, you shouldn't have said that to my son. That's my baby. If she play with you, call me, call mama.
You
Cause
said
that's what
facts,
they supposed
Molly.
to do. They supposed to have your back, but women ain't gonna do that. If you do wrong by them, they gonna say, get out my house, cause they father taught them, don't no man treat you like that. That's when father step in. They might been raised with a man around them that say, hey, if a dude ever talk you like this, get up out of there. If a dude, or they might witness a dude beating on their mom or raising his voice. So it worked both ways. So I just say treat people how you want to be treated. It shouldn't be no, oh, this how I want to be treated and this how I want. No, it should be obvious. I'm gonna treat you well, you treat me well. I'm gonna speak to you like a human being, you speak to me like a human being. It ain't rocket science, it's just selfish people that think that, oh, this relationship all about me. And when it comes to this how I need this done and this how I want things done, then it's not a relationship. A
Mhm,
relationship is when two come together and become one as a whole. This what we do. This how
mhm.
we like to do things. Ain't no how you or I like to do things. That's when them big ass and little U's come into place. You gotta get rid of that in a relationship. That's how I look at it. But that's why I think a lot of these dudes soft because mama spoiled them.
okay. So let's say something real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you my thoughts. And y'all
Yeah,
already know I always wordplay. See,
yeah, yeah.
that's because you keep looking at a relationship and a partnership. It's the same thing. It's two different things. A relationship is you meeting somebody, you learning who they are. You know what I'm saying? A partnership is when you pass that relationship point and y'all ready to commit to each other. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people never make it out of the relationship basis. So you can never say you were anything to this
Hey,
person.
yeah, we in a partnership. There, your
Mhm.
girl to cuss your ass out.
Hey,
Like,
Molly.
That's what it is.
What one
What
thing I
is
need you to do while we talking? Like, you know how
yeah,
you be
bro.
pulling up stuff. I want you to pull up the definition of relationship and the definition of partnership. You ain't gotta do it this second, but while we talking, I would like to read it. I want to actually know what the dictionary
You
definition of the
know, I
two
don't know what it
means.
is. He just playing, huh?
I said I wordplay.
You said
I'm
you
here to
said you know what
educate.
it is. You just
I can't
playing.
just say something. I can't just say
Uh-huh.
something.
Yo,
Y'all don't have a
you
full
can say it.
understanding.
You
Yeah.
can say it, but he know you more than I do, so you know
I
you
know,
might know
Hey,
some.
and see that's the thing. He do know me more than everybody. So yes, at one time in my life, I was a vicious thought. I've dealt with many, many, many women. You know what I'm saying?
You
But at the
said a
same
vicious
time,
thought.
yeah, everybody
Business.
know the
Oh,
terminology.
see,
Everybody know
trauma,
the
Hey,
terminology. But at the
business.
same
trauma.
time, like I can tell you what my problem was. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? And it may affect majority of the individuals. I don't feel when I was a child, I don't feel like my mother gave me
there you go with that signal again.
Oh, I thought that was mine. I said,
Nah,
oh shit.
it's not.
Yeah, they said get him out of
Usually
here.
it come back in a second, but they be zapping him.
They zap on talking about partnership is not a relationship. Now he just trying to say shit. Now he's trying to hold on to that
What's the
argument.
definition of partnership though? Even if
It's
you just look
mostly
it up
deal
and tell
with
me what it
business.
say,
It's probably business though. I'm pretty sure it's going to have something to do with some
and a
type.
money monetary part
Yeah, like
versus
ain't got nothing to do.
energy. Hmm. Okay,
Um, it up.
you know, because it makes me. I mean, I don't care regardless because you know
Shit.
it is. We should have both. If anything, we got a relationship and a partnership because in this economy, we should be looking to make money together. We should be looking to get solid anyway. If we working together to get financial literacy, that's still a partnership. That's a financial monetary setup. So to me, it should be both.
I
Yeah, I'm not
got
looking to make money with that person. I'm not looking for the money that they have, but at the same time, I should be making braid. We should have the mindset of leveling up all the time. I want to always see you evolve. It says a partnership is agreement between two or more individual entities to cooperate for mutual interests, most commonly operating a business for profit. Partners share in the profits and losses and contribute money, blah 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 blah. Okay, so yeah, it's like you said, partnership is geared towards money and stuff. But it's the same thing because, like I said, I should have both. Because why would
you.
I mindset not be on money
Yeah, they
or
get married,
on
they
being
become a
secure?
business. Once you get married, it ain't no more all this. No, y'all filed
Yeah, that's a
together.
contract anyway. So you
You
really
know,
already and you pay for it. So
but that's
might as
the
well be an
thing.
LLC or
This how
something.
relationship should be looked at.
Yeah,
Even if you don't feel like it's a partnership, it should be. It's
mhm.
like y'all gonna be paying bills together, taking care
That's
of probably
money.
kids
Y'all gotta
together,
have talks around the
mortgage,
table about
all
money.
types of stuff. Even
Yeah,
just basic food, just like y'all gonna be in there working, doing things together. Y'all definitely partners, man.
the
I
partnership can
understand.
lead to relationship. Uh, yeah,
my
you're
I
right.
bad.
think
Everything,
I agree
my,
with that.
my, my bad. My bad, y'all. Everything went out on me.
I
What
heard
what
that.
was
It's
what
it's all
what
good.
what is
We
it? What did the jury come back with?
Oh man, you was
well,
right. You was
well, the
right, brother.
partnership because when you used it, I wanted to actually know what the dictionary was saying it's supposed to be, or the internet, whatever says it's supposed to be. So partnership is geared towards uh usually financial, money aspects. But like Molly was saying, um, y'all gonna be sitting around the table or whatever y'all do to discuss bills and how things are gonna work. All of that's talking about money. So when you join a marriage contract, you got to pay for that. So, it might as well be an LLC. But my thing is, I would want both because y'all should have the mindset of leveling up together anyway. Y'all should be on financial security and literacy together regardless. So it's always going to be about security and money. So why not make it something that's working for both of y'all? Y'all put together
That-
mutually, y'all can have a legacy and some shit to actually pass down for a change. 'Cause I don't hear too much about that. I hear about passing
that-
kids and having babies and passing down blood, but I don't hear about money coming with it or security coming with it. So I think it's beneficial to have both, in my opinion.
That's what a that's what a
Man,
will and a testament is for.
you're right.
You make a
The
will
will
and
and the
testament to
testament, well,
pass down
I
your
don't follow that
whatever.
really, to be honest.
See the
You know,
will and the testament.
You can write it.
this shit
Got him
keep,
out of there. Zap,
yeah, this shit keep zapping out.
in his ass. Like
But
next.
I don't need external tools. I don't disrespect anybody's beliefs or anything that they use to guide them through this journey that they on in life. But I don't use external stuff to tell me how to act. Um, I just
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like I always had a moral compass. I ain't better than nobody, but I feel like yeah, I always had a moral compass. So if it's
Yeah.
wrong, I know it's wrong. I'm not gonna do it just because I know it doesn't feel good if it happened to me. I
Yeah, I
just,
wonder how
I don't
often this happen, Kenny, because I think this might happen more than the reverse. I think more partnerships lead to relationships than relationships actually leading to them becoming partners in some type of business or whatnot.
makes sense to
I,
me though.
I think that's cool though for those who do it out there. Yep, same thing, Miss Harris. Meaning we are definitely together.
You
That's
said
all.
he's speaking on partnership, meaning we're in this together, and relationship means we're in this together, but we also have intimacy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I'm not, I don't want you if we're not having conversations about understanding money, understanding how the shit moves on paper, understanding the system. If I gotta abide by something and you ain't helping, we ain't working together to understand what the fuck it is, you ain't got shit for me. I don't care how good shit is that you got. Mm-mm.
Hey, Unc, you with us, bad? I don't know,
Yeah, man.
man.
Look, I got two internets in one fucking house. I've never heard that before. I've never
Yeah,
heard that before. And one kicks in, one the other
You
one
needed
don't.
one of them Wi-Fi boosters. That's what you need for real.
you gotta
I
forget
got
one.
I got one. No, 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 no. They won't cut. Like the internet was messed up in my house, so we ordered another box. They won't cut the old box off. We're not
Okay.
even paying on the old box, but they won't cut it off. I'm like, come
Hey,
get
give
it.
me the
They
old
won't even
box.
come get it.
I
Oh
come
yeah.
get it. I
Right.
come get it.
Now you know
They gonna
Wi-Fi
come
is
get
just
it 3 years
Wi-Fi is
later
just
and say,
connection.
we was still charging you. My bad. We sorry about that.
No, no, wait, no, no, no. You already know I'm already on that. I'm already on that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
cut
already
that
on that.
off.
Every time I call them, I'm cursing them out. I can't.
Uh-huh.
I sit back, they playing the video game. The video game go out on me mid game. No,
Now you gotta forget one of the networks so it don't keep switching over from one to the other. You gotta forget one so it don't
Yeah, so it don't keep like trying
constantly
to bounce between the
switching.
two.
Yeah.
I've
That's
been
what I'm
definitely
saying.
trying
You
to do
gotta
that.
choose one. You need to come in a relationship with just one of them internet connectors. Man. Stop
He was trying to
switching
have his
over.
cake and eat it too.
You
Two
loyal. You
Why?
Wi-Fi's.
you
Why
loyal.
do
You
that?
stop trying
Why?
to hold
Why
on
do
to the
that when they
old one.
both doing their job?
Let
Why do
no,
that when
they
they both
have.
doing their
They
job?
have. You
Well, you
see
see
two
why I
of
keep
them,
fucking
it's
up, don't
causing
you?
a
Because you're trying to
problem.
bounce in between both of them. That's why this shit ain't working
Exactly.
out.
Pick
Uh,
That's
one.
why
You
you
would
keep
be
zapping out
good.
on the screen.
because
Give
one
back
want
the
my
app.
attention more than the other. There it is. It's just one knows
The
it's
app.
time for her to have my attention,
See?
while the other
Nah.
one
I'm
wants to
starting
sit
to
back.
learn how to fuck you,
Every
D.
time they
That's all
get
right.
something new, they want the
I'm
old
starting
stuff
to get
back
it.
too. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
He want
See,
both. You said the
hey,
first one wasn't doing
I
that well, so you had to get a new one. Then get rid of
guess
the old one. Why you trying to hold on to the new one and the old one, man?
if the old one ain't broke, why get rid of it?
It is.
I,
That's
I
why
can
you
It
use it
got
for
it
another
is because
in
you
day.
keep
place.
zapping out.
It's
How many
not
times you came back to the
no.
screen today?
It ain't broke cause something new came around. Whenever something new come around, they try to pretend like they ain't broke no more. It ain't. It's let it
like it
go.
ain't,
I need.
like it
You
I'm
ain't
got
used
fucking
to
shit
it.
up. See, look at him stuck now.
to
Look,
move on.
look.
Hey, all I can say is this: the internet is just like my women. They just man, hey, they just out there. And I just lock in, and hey, it's going on. Everything
Okay,
is.
okay.
Uh, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you something. Honestly, like the reason why I'm still cool with just about every female I done ever dealt with in life is because honestly, I'm their friends more than anything. I'm their friends. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if you got a boyfriend. I don't give a fuck if you got a man. I don't give a fuck what you got. That's none of my business what you got. I'm here for moral support.
Friends
I
Miss
ain't got shit to
Erlene
do for the next
left a
hour.
message for Molly and you, Unc. She was saying that Molly, I'm about to slide out of here, but please let me know if y'all are going to get together to feed the less fortunate. She said she's with it. And remember, she told you she had
I got
I think
you, Miss
turkey and
Harris.
ham and stuff that she can add to the
Yeah,
cause and stuff as well. I think
she
that's
That's a
dope.
do.
bet.
She
That's a bet.
always
That's a
I think
with
bet.
that's
I'm a,
dope. Thank you for
I'm a,
tapping in as long as you did. That's fine. You've been in here for pretty much a whole hour. You good?
it.
I,
Thank you for
Yeah,
your
I
time.
definitely appreciate it. And we definitely gonna make this a big celebration because it's the beginning of something very beautiful. It's the beginning of something very beautiful. Believe me that.
Mhm.
And my main thing was to show y'all that I'm very serious about what I'm trying to get done. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I will accept any kind of help from anybody that's willing to help. But I'm very serious about this mental health and trying to help some of these people that's on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I just look at it like this. That's us if we made a bad decision. That's us if we made a bad decision. They made bad decisions. And it's up to us who make the better decisions to help them make some better decisions. And if
That's
we
right.
if we turn our backs like this shit don't affect us or our families, then we just like the motherfuckers that we talk about every day about not doing shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
We will not be like that. We will not be like any type of organization out here. Like I really want to like to show what humanity is really about. Like I really want to like help these people. I don't want to sit back and they got no, fuck a camera. Fuck a camera. I really want to like if I can help one person, my day is a whole lot better. Because one is going to lead to two. And like I said, I just got to find a way to get the message around. But once I step out and people really see that
Yeah, get them out of there.
a lot of more resources will open up for me. And I promise y'all, we started now. We'll watch us within 6 to 9 months, though. Watch where we be at. All I need, like I said, all I ask for is dedication. Dedication, man, like to help me. Dedication, like, look, Uncle E, you going through something? I'm gonna dedicate myself to help because I have a great day every day, but I still have things I go through. I still have things
Yeah,
that
of
I
course.
need to talk to other people about. There's still things that I need to critique about myself. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And with all y'all and y'all
Oh, man, you in here
podcast
digging.
family, it's definitely help here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, as always, I definitely want to thank everybody who gives up any type of information that can help or make my day
I
better
got you, Miss
and help
Harris.
make somebody else's day better. So,
Appreciate you, Miss Harris.
and like I said, I'm gonna go to the Green Door today and see if I can see like canned goods as far as vegetables and all that. I'm gonna start. Like I said, the day
I
before
don't know if he
Thanksgiving or the morning of Thanksgiving.
I don't know if you be looking at the screen, Uncle E, but you have a comment that says I have a mental health resources counseling mentorship. I can help Uncle he said I can help you, Uncle E. Hey, who right now needs 20 putting in a gas tank and a bag of tamales? I mean, I
Yeah,
ain't mad at
James.
that at
They
all. That's
did
what's
good.
up.
Look,
No,
they gonna
and
definitely
no,
stick
the
with
the when I speak on mental health, right? I mean, like I have my mental health. Like I said, when I say mental health, I'm talking about the unstabilization of some individuals' minds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The unstable. You know what I'm saying? So mine isn't to the point that I'm just, I'm at that point, I'm ready to do anything. No, mine is not at that point. Mine is at the point that I understand that sometimes I gotta reach out and ask for help as to some of the things I'm going through. That's
Mm-hmm.
what my mental health is at. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I speak on mental health, I'm speaking on when I get these individuals out here that's willing to sit down.
Two Wi-Fi's. Get one of them up.
Oh man.
You don't ever keep dealing with the consequences with the shit like
Yeah,
this
going down.
on the screen.
Yeah,
That's all right.
they
Give up one
going
of them
back and back,
Wi-Fi's, bro.
man. They ain't gonna stay still,
There you
man.
go.
Stop walking around the whole house. You did 20
I don't
laps. I'm being
I don't care
dizzy
what
over.
nobody say. No, I don't care what nobody say. Whenever you're trying to give out a good message, that's when we can say the devil is hard at working.
No, man. The mess is too long, man.
Because out of all the days that we've
They
been
gonna pick
talking
up
and
on
having
it.
discussions, yeah, out of
You
all the
talk
days
for 10
today,
minutes straight and you don't stop and take a breather, they gonna catch on to it. You gotta let it bounce around so then they don't catch on. We all speaking, but you be going deep. They gonna catch on to it. There's somebody watching now probably just flagged your ass. Yeah, hey, it ain't got nothing to do with the Morning Max show, y'all. That is Eric Wilkins.
Disclaimer: don't
We
snatch
gonna
our shit
speak on
down.
we gonna speak
well,
on this.
one thing about it,
We're gonna
one
speak
thing
on
about
this video, man. We gonna switch the topic back, get back on relationships.
All
We
right,
gonna speak on
that's
this
a
video.
bet.
He's taking it else about his life and shit.
I gotta stop turning into a private investigator when that nigga cheat, but you don't turn into a private investigator when he's not happy. Facts. Exactly. That is facts. Y'all dig when he cheating, but you don't dig to see what you can do to make make him happy.
Yep.
Ladies, y'all gotta stop turning into a private investigator when that nigga cheat, but you don't turn into a private investigator when he's not happy. Facts.
Exactly.
That is facts.
Find out why.
Y'all dig when he cheating, but you don't dig to see what you can do to make him happy. Ladies, y'all gotta stop turning into a private investigator.
Yep.
Yeah, now you can speak on that. You want to speak on that? They say these women turn into private investigators if a dude cheat, and they dig, but they won't dig and be a private investigator on trying to figure out what can make his better life, how you can better, him or upgrade his life. What's your thoughts on that, Aunt? I
You
know
like this
Didn't I
one?
say that? I mean, didn't I say that already?
He glitching over there. Look, he glitching.
I mean, I did say that, right?
I mean, yeah, you did, you know.
Only thing I can say is this: like,
I got you,
if
Diggy.
you the individual, and I hate that it may be right, but the individual who doesn't want the relationship is the one who runs the relationship. The individual who really doesn't want it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's equal, if both of y'all want the relationship, there ain't no problems and all that. But it's only a problem when the individual who really don't want the relationship goes off. So now you got this girl that she want to be a private investigator after this dude then did this and did that. That's only because he caught you first. So now you trying to find something to get back. My thoughts.
Mhm. Yeah.
Did you ever dig on?
I can give a fuck, care less what she do. It's none of my goddamn business.
That's where it go
I'm
left.
saying,
That's where it
I'm
happened
saying
No,
at.
on
no,
top.
no, no,
Yep.
y'all are missing it.
Yep.
No, you were missing the way I said that. What I'm saying is this: if I feel like I gotta go behind you, search, check your phone, and all that, what the fuck am I with you for?
I seen your comment, Dame.
I don't think I should. I don't feel right going behind a female that's supposed to be a female, trying to find out if she cheating on that. Because guess what? Whenever you looking for something, you definitely gonna find it because you already have it in your mind that it's somewhere. You look deep enough, you're gonna find it.
Weezy said,
Come
What's
I'm
on,
up,
gonna
man.
Phoenix?
fuck what she
What's up,
does.
Phoenix?
And they
Not
say,
true.
not
She's
true.
still here. She said she's about to tap out. She said, nah, that's
Uh-huh.
not true.
She came back at the right
She said,
time, huh?
nah, that's not true. She must have heard your ass speaking before she got off. She said, oh, no, that's not
Uh-huh.
true.
Yeah, I
She's
got
troll.
you,
I
Dang.
think she's trolling right now. I think she's trolling.
Yeah, that's what keep getting me swiped off here, huh? Uh-huh. That's good. But what's your thoughts on it, Trey? You think that's true about women or anybody out here? I don't do no digging,
Yeah,
but
I don't do the women men thing because everybody got emotions.
yeah,
Clearly,
that's what I
you see
say.
that.
You ever
Um,
dig in them phones? You ever came a
nah,
private investigator, Trey, or
nah,
you ever went through
because
that?
nah,
Anybody?
because even if I was, I would be willing to. I'm already. I wouldn't say psychic or nothing like that, but I- I'm. I already feel. I don't need to see evidence of shit. I can feel your switch up. I can feel your change. And I wouldn't. I wouldn't really involve myself with somebody that will force me to need to dig anyway. Some things people don't want to talk about, but I would have, me personally, would have worked on already having a rapport enough to be there with it and be raw and be honest from the get go. I would create a space to make sure that person feels like it's not um a place where you gotta run from something. Cause like Miss Harris was saying, people say they want the truth, but when you give it to them, they get offended. Nah, I'm gonna be testing all those things ahead of time if I can. I think that certain women who been broken by bad men expect every man to be bad and not good to them. And when they investigate, I don't find anything wrong. It doesn't do anything to what they went through with the man that hurt her. So those that have been hurt, it takes a real strong man to realize that and make sure that you can handle her pain that was caused by another. I don't think I should have to take that
Okay.
trauma on. There's times where you do accept somebody who has something going on. You might, but taking it taking it off of them is what I'm not gonna do. Helping you
Mhm.
work through it and work around it and identify it so and we can get past this. But I don't believe in having to take on somebody's pain. There's avenues, to help you understand, like, what's going on in your own mind about stuff and how you processing stuff. But I don't believe in the taking on the trauma from somebody
Man, we
else.
got one. We got Weezy. She was an investigator.
In the beginning,
That motherfucking stayed like
investigation.
that.
Stick
She
them
said, you
up, put
see, in
them
the
up.
beginning, she was in a former
She
marriage. She
said,
used to go through
let
his
me read the
phone.
thing real
Catch
quick.
his lies.
She said, in the beginning of my former marriage, I used to go through his phone to catch him and his lies. I would receive calls from women. He would get texts and pictures of their body parts, and he would lie.
Yeah, women
See, but she
sometimes.
was in a marriage, though. That's the thing,
Yeah,
you
she
know.
needed proof. That's all. She needed
Yeah, you
proof.
was
Some
locked in.
people,
That's different from a little, from somebody who has the chance to be like, fuck this, I'm walking
yeah,
away.
trying
So
to make you sound
that's tough. That's a
crazy.
tough position to be in, actually.
Nah, no, it's actually the same position. It's actually the same position. You just have more to lose. That's all. It's actually the same position. You just have more to lose. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
when kids and children and stuff are involved, and you try to because that family dynamic is important as hell, and we are willing to give that shit up. Some people I see try to create that and have that at least for their kids to be able to witness because that family structure that shit matters. And I'd rather somebody be married in a situation, and I wouldn't want nobody to uncover anything like that, but be married in a situation with intent of being with that person because she thought uh that he was going to be the one and only. She wasn't looking past that. She wasn't looking for nothing else. The man that she had that married, she had her children with. She ain't had nothing outside of that, nothing like that. So she didn't have that mindset. Miss Erlene said, personal space is needed for both parties in a relationship, and that should not be violated nor compromised. Her space, his wallet and phone, his space don't violate the space is detrimental to a relationship. My grandma always said, when you go looking for something, you're gonna find that shit too.
Hey,
I'm not
man,
gonna,
somebody
I'm
seek.
not gonna
Yeah,
ignore
you
shit
will
that
find.
I
Seek
know,
and you
but
will
you will find
find.
something when you look for it.
Yeah,
But
I
then,
get why.
damn, like look at the evidence when you do look. God damn, like look at what you see. But
Yeah, I like it. What did you ladies do? But you see that when it come to that, that's what the video is about. She said they come investigating. But what about the other end? Do y'all ever dig in their phone to see what you can do to upgrade their life? Did y'all ever become a private investigator to see what he need for you to do to make things better for him? But it seems like when it's something negative, they can constantly do that. They can dig. They can be spies. They can put in that
you had a
extra
bitch
time
address, what kind
to
of
go
car she
to.
drive, where she work
Yeah,
at, all
they know
that.
everything about this person, but you don't know who he work with. They don't know anything about any of his friends for real. They just like, oh, he out with Tommy. Tommy the one who introduced him to her.
I get you. That's
So
fucked up.
Aunt got popped out.
That's cool. She
But she
said I
said,
stopped
I stopped
going through his
phone.
phone though. I realized that I found everything I knew I would find, and all I kept doing. So what did y'all do in them type of
Yeah,
situations? That's what I want to know. Like, because you can, but it wouldn't be ideal to just walk away from something that you thought was solid, especially something that you thought was gonna last forever. Because I remember you, like a couple days ago, Phoenix, you were saying that you ain't think that was supposed to be the one and only. You weren't looking for nothing past that. That was supposed to be to the end. So what did you do? In that situation.
what you do?
I
Do
know the
you?
ultimate result because you talk about the ultimate result on here, which is y'all splitting. But it wasn't all based on that from what I got from you when you be speaking on it, Phoenix. You know. But I want to know what y'all would do in that situation, especially married. But what y'all would do when you do find it, like what do you do? Besides going all smacking them upside the head, all that shit, we already know will come after. But I'm talking about the end game. You know. Don't get it twisted. Men good on that bullshit too. Oh no, everybody be on the shit. That's why I told you I don't do the women thing. That's why I was agreeing with Molly. I don't do the women or how you feel about women doing it or how you feel about men doing it. Like everybody can't do it. Snakes be males and females. It ain't all male snakes or female snakes. Snakes are male and female. So you know,
Gotta watch them snakes.
got your
Hey,
grass.
that's tough. I wonder how they react, but that's tough, man. I
You
ain't
probably
going
typing
through
it,
the phone,
but I was
but I
asking Phoenix how
did
she's
did get
handling
called.
it.
I did call my girl phone, and a dude answered before,
God damn.
and she sweat up and down. I was tripping. Like, I'm like, what? I was like, dog, what are you talking about? Like, I show on my phone this when I call you on her phone. She never even got a call. I'm like, so you telling me I was talking to, so shit like that do make you want to like prove your point. But I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. Like I know I won't lie to me. So I was
Yeah.
like, it's cool. But I dealt with that before in that essence, and I was like, oh, that's probably why dudes be snapping. You got motherfuckers in here, and probably why women be snapping. You got people really feeling like they tripping. Like I know what I seen, heard, talk to, and you telling me that I'm tripping. Like I don't drink. Like what the fuck? Like I ain't off no type of drugs that I can forget something. So yeah, I don't like people play with my intelligence. That's the most painful thing a person can do to me. Just don't talk to me like I'm stupid. I'd rather you just tell me straight up what it is than play with me like I'm retarded.
You right
Can I
about that,
say
Chop.
something?
Though I gotta agree. Phoenix said, "Man, I would have went off Molly." That's the manipulation I was talking about why I went through his about why you went to his through his phone. I want to know what you did. That like, what was your response? Like, what did you do after? You know. Or
Just
did you try to
ask.
make it work or what? But Chowbow said, all both people had to do in the bedroom and stay unpredictable. Like don't always do the same shit. Give me head, let me nut in your panties while you still here. I
Oh, that's
don't know.
how.
Both my relationships was fun. That's why I say I have no doubts. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. I had fun. Like I enjoyed what like every aspect of what I got. So
I
I
just
don't know.
like
Like you said,
relate.
keep that shit high. Y'all motherfuckers be boring. A lot of motherfuckers don't be. I ain't saying that's why nobody cheating, because everybody got their reasons. But I'm just saying, motherfuckers seem like they be boring.
Well,
Like
that's
after
the
a while,
thing.
they just, they
Outside
mind
of
stop thinking of freaky
relationship,
shit and stop thinking of solid shit to do and say.
yeah, but
You know.
outside of relationships, everything okay. It seems like if you go to work not fucking fun every day. It's like if whatever you do, it's not fun all the time. So it's like, why has it got to be fun and all this every day in a relationship? It's gonna be some bad days in a relationship. It's gonna be some bad days on the road when you're driving in traffic. It's gonna be some bad days at work. I'm just saying, every day people just expect, like, no, in a relationship you supposed to just wake up happy and everything supposed to be good. Like, nah,
Yeah.
you still got personal life. What's the comment?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm reading on the other screen. I was geeking off her. Give me Damien's after this one. Miss Erlene said, I've been married for 10 years and my spouse wasn't faithful, but I walked that off on that ass, and now they are missing a bitch, cracking the fuck up. Yeah, that's how I go. That's how I go. Damien said, when a real man, oh, maybe that's a
When
typo.
real men,
When a real man, I'm talking real men, they will not get confronted with this a situation like that unless she's gone through that before. And I will tell all of you, what's up, JB? I will tell all of you, men, don't ever explain yourself, because if you're guilty, you got to fess up and pay the consequences. If you're not guilty, silence is the proof. You make sure that you can stand tall as a man with your character, and your love will prove it, and trust will be undeniable.
okay, I'm letting
Okay,
everybody
that's
know.
a solid ass response. What's up,
Y'all
JB?
know, Dame is a white man, y'all. He can
I'm,
stay silent to prove his point.
I'm
We
totally
can't
different.
stay silent. You better say
I'm
something.
totally
Nigga.
different.
Silence is guilty over here. What's
Yeah,
that? What
yeah.
you
Black
say?
women ain't going for that. Like,
I said, I'm totally. First of all, I gotta pay my phone bills. I pay my own bills. So you definitely not going to violate my privacy by thinking you're going to my fucking phone. If you think you got something on me, then you better have that shit and you bring it to me. Don't come to me with no stupid shit, because, like I said, I love using words, and you can try and make me look bad, but I'm not going to curse at you, none of that. I'm going to use words you don't know what the fuck mean. I'm going to make you feel very ignorant. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no much like this is why I say I'm not in a relationship. This is why I say I'm not in a relationship. I'm in a partnership. Because I know at times I have to get the fuck away from her because she's not having a good day. At times I gotta roll the fuck out whether I'm right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? See, I gotta be the man in the family. And like, even though I may be right, I gotta act like I'm wrong. That's how you make shit work. If she asks me a question, I tell her. But that's what I've been telling my baby mother and every female I know the truth. Oh, was you dealing with her? I sure was. Guess what? Me telling the truth ain't look, it's only gonna fuck you up because I'm telling you the truth. But a lot of people don't want the truth because a lot of females and males put it out there like, oh, this shit ain't working, it's over with. Nah, he got to go out to the club or he got to be seen on YouTube or something with another female for you to get the picture. The nigga just
Yeah,
told you, she just told you. Both parties said, man, this shit ain't working. So once they say that shit, from that point on, from that very second they make that motherfucking statement, you cut the fuck off.
I got y'all in the comments.
I'm
Yeah.
finished with
Let me see. Damien said, "Fuck yeah, I agree with old boy right there." Oh my bad, I was
oh
reading the
boy.
joint. Pull the
Oh
joint
boy.
up. Look,
They
I'm
shooting
just reading the
shots today.
comments. Fuck yeah, I agree with old boy right there. If you got a reason to question me, I'm doing something wrong. But if you're not going to go through my shit to try and find something that you need to find and validate shit, that's totally wrong. Mm.
Oh, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you right, exactly, Molly. They imagine a fairy tale angelic relationship. That's why people like fall in line with certain shit, in my opinion, because they wishing and hoping for that. So you try, manifest it, even though the shit ain't there. That's the main reason, though, that people go looking out. Go out looking for something from someone that you or her not doing. Yeah, I think people get in a relationship and they stop all the same uh maxing out you was doing to get her is the same maxing out you should be doing because you got her. Like,
Who the fuck said that? Who the fuck said that?
Yeah.
that was who said that? Chow,
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about who said the
the
same
old
maxing out
boy.
that you did when you first met her.
Oh,
You should
yeah,
keep
that's
the max
crazy.
out.
Oh,
Crazy.
I said that.
No, the max out is to get you. Once I got you, guess what? We're gonna balance this shit out. It ain't no max out no more. Nah, it ain't no goddamn max out. No, we balancing now. Now we know
Well, that's
where we at.
conditional to
We're
me because I
balancing.
don't get tired. Maxing out doesn't make me tired. Maxing out really is doing what you fucking supposed to do. Is what we title maxing out. Honestly, how you supposed to be to get her, and then you feel like you ain't gotta do it no more because you got her. That's why shit be going sour.
It only goes south if you fake. It only goes south if you fake. You just telling me that you putting on the
Well,
facade just to get her.
what would you
And
identify keeping somebody that you know ain't is a disservice to you?
you said, I got a little lost with that. Say that again.
I said so. What would you staying with somebody because it's cheaper to keep them and knowing they're doing a disservice to you, but you're gonna stay in that relationship? Is that fake or nah?
Yeah.
It is fake, but you got to understand with relationships or partnership, whatever y'all want to call it. When you're not able to make it through one day because of something that's small, then y'all was never meant to be together in the first place. There's going to be
No, I
disagreements.
ain't
There's going to
saying
be
make it through in one day. I'm saying dealing with somebody that you know is a disservice. Cause I know I watch niggas go home all the time. Talking they'll hang around the park and all that. We all smoking or whatever, and they be like, "Damn, I gotta go home to this bitch." So this is what I'm hearing
Yeah,
verbatim,
man.
and it's like I
But
said, this is
like,
different age
damn,
ranges. So it's not that. It's
are
a
they
little
trying
deeper
to
than
max
that.
a
out?
lot of people. I think a lot of people miss
On the
what that really
parents.
means. That is not meant for disrespect. And I'm gonna tell you why it's not meant for disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's his bitch, and he's supposed to be home. He's been responsible, telling y'all, "Oh, I gotta go home to this bitch." He only calling her a bitch because he gotta live by those rules and regulations. But guess what? His ass getting the fuck in that house. He getting the fuck in that house, ain't he? He's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
in that house when she say, "Get the fuck in that house," right? Like I said, you gotta
Yeah,
understand
because you
one
don't want
thing.
nobody in your back when you come in either. But that's just falling in line so you ain't got to hear nothing. That's not. You guys should have been home if you wanted to be. You wouldn't be out trying to drink
To
and,
get
and,
with.
and feel better before you walk in or walk in the house with a buzz so this bitch don't get on your back and blow it.
Oh,
Yeah, them bad
That's what I be
relationships.
watching verbatim out here. That's not what I
Bad
like be hearing.
relationships.
you
Them
don't
scary
like
niggas,
you have
man.
to honestly
You in a bad area again.
understand female. You gotta honestly understand a female. You come out.
Oh, okay. I thought it was I thought he
Nah, he
was
gone.
wonky. The sound was messed up.
But I think that's why I say people don't grow together, and
Yeah,
that's why I couldn't be in a relationship like that. I'm not rushing home like a kid. Like I'm nervous that my girl gonna beat my ass if I don't get in
yeah,
here by a certain time. Now if them niggas is trifling dudes and they cheating and stuff, then that makes sense. I wouldn't be in no relationship that I feel like I gotta check in every 30 minutes or I feel I can't hang out longer with the guys but we got a responsibility and I agreed to her and I told her I'd be here this time, then yeah. But I don't think people just change. I think life changed. People assume money and material things. If that's what got you, then that's gonna change regardless. So if I gotta
yeah.
constantly
Because your
buy
money
you
gonna go up and
flowers
down.
if I got
Hmm.
constantly buy you flowers and take you out and shit, and that's what got you, and you saying, don't stop doing that because that's what got you. It's like, motherfucker, I might can't afford that no more.
Yeah.
Maybe that we're in a relationship, I don't need to spend money on doing these things. We might need to pay the light bill. We might
Hmm.
do other things. So I don't believe in that. Like, oh, it ain't as much romance as it was. Yeah, it ain't. Of course, it's not. We got kids probably now. We got different things going on in life, but they think it's supposed to just be how it was and it begin a relationship. That's like
Yeah,
somebody
nah.
searching for that first high. And that's why
Yeah,
they
that
go
the
cheat
nostalgia.
with
Yeah.
another person because they want that first high. They want that first intimacy that they got with you. So they keep doing that for they can get that feeling again. I just think that's
Hmm.
more that individual being selfish. Hold on, we got somebody special just popped up in here on a Freaky
Wake
Friday.
up
Who
with the
it is,
sun
Trey?
Uh-oh.
in a steaming cup. Tune
They
into
got
the
regular
show where the
music, so
vibes
I
heat
don't
up.
know who this
The morning
is.
Mac got the
Who's coming in?
flavor,
Who's
got the
sliding up in this
glow.
thing? Who's
Start
up
it
in
right,
here?
let your energy flow. High takes rising like the
Me.
morning
Hey,
dew. Fresh
Freak Beat
ideas and
of
a
the
laugh or
week.
two.
It's
From
like,
the
no, I'm
first
playing.
headline to your daily dose.
What's
This is
up?
the show where your spirit
Reese told me tell y'all she gonna be peeking in. She
Oh,
still
okay, that's
trying to
what's
get her
up.
energy up, but she said she gonna be peeking.
Okay, that's all right.
Look, I was like, I need the link because I couldn't grab it from IG. And
Oh, okay.
so yeah, I had put my number in the thing. I said, look, don't pull that comment up now.
Oh my God, no.
You ain't always tripping, man. There's a few people can't get in or they ain't get the link. So
No, you sent it to me, but I couldn't pull it from. It's on my other
Oh,
phone.
I get
Yeah,
you.
so I was
Yeah.
like, shoot, I can't do it. And so I just asked Reese if she had it, and she sent it to me. But
man.
from what you was just saying, Molly, and I'm gonna go back to the question that was asked earlier when I was in the chat. Okay, so you cannot. You actually can keep that romance going, but you have to find different ways to do it. Again, people change. Like you said, you have kids, you get families, you work and bills, da da da. Da. But there's always a way. Hey, Ree, always a way to keep the love and the connection
Hey,
there.
Reese.
If you can't buy flowers, that's fine. Go to the botanical gardens. Go outside to the park. Go somewhere where there are flowers. If it's something that you likes that she does or used to do, then she needs to figure out a way to keep doing it, especially if y'all don't have the funds to keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? There are ways to be creative. If you love your person and you care about your person and you want to be with that person, there are ways to keep it going. You ain't got to go broke to love on somebody. You can make flowers. You can make you can make your man something to eat. He got a favorite dish, make it. Y'all can't go to the restaurant, make it for him. Run him some bad food. Let me tell y'all something. This is why to this day, my ex-husband asked my mother Monday to help him get back with me. It's
Okay.
crazy. Okay.
Let's get it. Let's get
No,
them
he ain't
back,
gonna get
y'all. Let's
nothing. He
go.
ain't gonna get nothing. The thing is, though, all that mess we went back and forth, he trying to make it seem like I did this, I did that. No, but you still trying to get back with me because you know the truth. Okay?
That's what Miss Harris said. Yeah.
You know the truth.
Hmm.
I used to, let me tell you what I used to do with him. Like Trey said, he was it for me. Okay? This man used to get bubble baths. This man used to, man, I used to meet him. When I heard that key turn, I would get so excited because I love, man, that was my Big Mac. This is what I used to call him. Big Mac, extra
Big
cheese.
Mac. I
Because
ain't
he was
heard that
tall,
shit
that was the
before.
name I had for him. And man, I'm telling you, when I heard
Yeah.
them keys or I looked at that time, I knew I would get so excited because this was my person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would do whatever. If he loved steak and shrimp, I used to make sure every once in a while, because I wouldn't, we had the kids. You can't
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
buy that stuff.
Expenses and shit. You got something to
And
pay
we
for. Yeah.
didn't have stamps and all that stuff. We were both working, but I would go every once in a while, even if it's a smaller cut, I would try to go get him stuff like that.
Yeah.
He loves shoes. I was like, I ain't buying shoes. Your feet too damn big. I'm not buying no
Yeah,
shoes.
hell nah. And I'm
But
telling you, them prices be up. Don't
hell
do
no.
it.
But I would do other, just do other stuff. I would meet
Yeah.
him at the door just because I loved him.
Yeah.
And he's big on wanting to go out and want to do this. And I'm not big on that. So he would try to do that for me. I said, listen, if we don't have the money, it's fine. I just want to spend time with you. I just want to be around you. And so, like when I was saying about the phone, he this man off the chain. But I didn't used to go through it until I started getting calls. And then I started
Stuff
like,
coming to you. Yeah.
we had to share a phone at one point. I can't remember if my phone broke or his phone broke. And this dude had stuff coming through the phone we were sharing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, pictures and videos and calls. And I forgot what app some type of app it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Before Snapchat and all that stuff. And they sending visual stuff and stuff. I'm like, oh, why is this a pussy on your
Why
what
is
is
this a
this?
pussy
Oh, that wasn't for
on my
me. That was
phone?
for my friend. Why is your friend getting coochie pics on your phone? I don't understand.
Yeah.
So it's like stuff like that. And I had started going through this. Man, every time, it would hurt so bad every time I would see it. But then he would try to make it seem like I was tripping. That's why I started going through that phone and was like,
Yeah.
oh, so what's this? I thought I was tripping.
Yeah.
Or I would read it and then he'll say something and I'm like, nah, but she told you X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. Because he always say, prove it. You can't prove it, it ain't happened. Oh, I got your proof, nigga.
Damn.
But, oh yeah, he was very manipulative, very sneaky. He would come home with pictures because he used to be a bouncer at one point. He would come home with pictures from the club. These women ass all on his shit. Like they bent down. He got 2, 3 women, and he's a handsome man. He's a very handsome man. So I knew that women, of course, I'm not a jealous woman. So for me, I know women gonna look, he was handsome. He's still handsome to this day. So it's like, I know this, but you're not about to be coming up here like you single and got all these women around you shaking, twerking on you. They hugged up on you, one woman leg around you like this your woman. He had a woman calling me and we were married, talking about something, I'm his girlfriend. I said, excuse me?
What?
And we in the car together. I looked at him. I said, your girlfriend on the phone? He talking about who?
Oh, which one? Damn near.
And
That's
he
pretty
should
much
have
what he
been
said.
grinning because he
Damn.
thought it was funny. He wanted me to go off. He's the type of person who likes when I get angry and start kirking. And I'm not like that. If I got to get to that point, I'm swinging. Okay? So,
Let me read.
yeah, go
Let me
ahead.
touch you. I seen she left 3 comments. She said, in a relationship, sometimes you have to say fuck those kids to maintain a healthy relationship. I'm not being disrespectful.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know what you
you gotta make
mean.
time. You gotta do.
You got to lock them out. Okay?
Yeah,
You got to send them
you do gotta
to
make space for y'all. You know. But also, that's that narrative. Let me read the other ones too. You have to have a relationship. You have to have relationship time. Set aside at least a couple of hours. And she had a third one, I think, too.
It was
That's
enough.
not a relationship. That's a workship. You have a boss if you have to constantly be in that person's presence.
No, that's not
I
okay.
think that was a previous comment
Oh,
when he
okay. I
was
was about to
talking.
say
Yeah,
because
You come on.
you don't have to be in the person's presence, but why wouldn't you want to be when you are together? You know what I'm saying?
yes.
You go your own way, you do your own thing, but when you in that
Hold
house,
that one up there.
yeah, what they say once.
Oh, I wasn't cutting you off. I was just telling him to hold the comment up there.
Oh,
Keep
go ahead,
going.
read it.
Okay, it says once he allowed his mans to put those type of things in his phone, he truly disrespected himself and allowed his man to disrespect his lady. Yeah, let somebody in the household, but also with that the thing is, that should be. I would think that would be automatic. Yeah, you don't want to feel like the energy between y'all diminished, but like Molly said, when y'all got focuses, y'all got kids, y'all got stuff like that going on. That's the same thing as that argument that I see online. Would you feed your man or would you feed your kids first before your husband? Who gives a fuck? You got
Just
kids.
make the damn plate.
But the people that I'm saying, like the people that put that wager out there, like, would you dare feed your kids before your king and all that type of shit? Who the fuck are you? Are you raising a village? Is the village coming together to feed the children or not? Why the
Kids
fuck?
always be
So
first.
people that insert their ego in there like that, those are the same people I feel like would change up because of their children, because that's your child, that's your offspring that y'all made together. So you know that you have attention that's going to be divided. And if you, I don't
Yeah.
understand why people don't make sure and create and still do some of it. Maybe you can't do everything, but still do those things, and why you let it fall to the wayside. I understand being caught up in responsibility, but I don't get the notion of like you just let it all fall, or you feel like you gotta cheat or step out there because you feel like now that y'all got all this going on, they can't give you what you need. Then damn, like
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Most of the time, it's not intentional. Most men and women don't get in a relationship and then they say, "I'm gonna go cheat." A lot of times, the connection doesn't happen on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have a hard time in your relationship. You feel like you can't talk to your woman, or you feel like you can't talk to your man, because sometimes we make it hard for y'all to talk to us, and sometimes y'all make it hard for us to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's not always I'm just about to go ahead and fuck everything. No, a lot of times it's a woman just being that ear for him, you
Yeah.
know, and then it just ends up being sexual. You don't have to go there, but most times it does because you feel like that person is there and they understand. Or the woman, we emotionally cheat more than y'all do. You know what I'm saying? So
With them
we
work husbands and shit.
yeah,
Yep.
that if we get connected to a man, then next thing you know, we sleeping with him. So what we have to do, or what we have to learn, is to pull it away from other people. Yeah, you can have ears. Talk to your girlfriends, and it better be the right girlfriends, because them single ones who ain't got no damn sense gonna pull you out. You know what
Go
I'm
fuck
saying?
your shit up.
Or some single dudes, because most dudes, even if they single, don't try to pull you away from your woman unless they
Yeah.
just ain't got no damn sense. So, the best thing to do is to try to connect with your person. Sometimes it's hard. If you can't connect with him, connect with her, connect with yourself. Once you start to change and work on yourself, that will help work on your relationship. A lot of times it is you that need to be worked on, because you might be causing more issues within your marriage, or your relationship, or anything. You know what I'm saying? Most times it's you. Most times it's that other person. Most times it's both your ass. You know what I'm saying? And so you just don't know. Yes,
I want to know something. Was he a bouncer when you met him?
was he what?
Was he a
A bouncer
bouncer when you
already when
met
you
him?
met him.
Oh no, sir. We met each other.
In high school.
We met each other in high school.
Oh, so you known him since high school?
Yeah, we
Okay.
met 16 and 17. Yeah.
Welcome back,
Oh,
AQ.
that is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. So
Welcome.
AQ
I
said,
asked
"What up,
that
Phoenix?"
question right because y'all have a very long history.
Aquarius.
Y'all have a very long history, and I can damn near believe to a fact that you know everything about him, and it's something that's entwined between you and him that made you have that feeling. So I'm trying to figure out. Have you figured out what it was that I guess made him want to take pictures with other women and all that?
He was a hoe. Listen, I'm gonna tell
What's
you why I
wrong?
say that. No, I'm gonna tell you why I say that, because in high school, we had a problem in high school. But when you're young, you love the person, you forgive. So this Negro, let me tell you what he did, and then he tried to make it seem like he did it for me. He kissed this girl for $20. This girl asked him if he would kiss her, and she would pay him, and he did it. And I'm like, what the fuck? You got a whole girlfriend? He
Hey,
told me,
Chris
I did.
Brown.
I did it so we can get something to eat. I did it for you.
Oh, so that we fought be fucking me up with
Yeah,
some
but
extra
hold
shit.
on. Was he your
Trick.
first?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's why you went through the bullshit you went through, and you really
I
didn't give a
sure
fuck
did.
because he
That's
was
why
your
I'm telling
first.
you, because he
No, no,
was
no,
my
no, no.
first.
Guess what? No, no, and that's what hurts the most. And that's what we be talking about. See, your relationship and the way you feel is totally, completely different from these females out here
Yeah,
now
she
today.
good. She tapped in AQ.
Because you got to understand, you haven't went through the different sizes, colors, flavors, or what you may have. But you may have, you may have over time. But at the same time, you was
I ain't
dedicated to
tasted
him.
that many flavors,
Yeah, no, you know what I'm saying.
You.
No, no, I'm giving you the
Time
no,
out.
I'm giving you
I
your
know I'm
rose.
being funny.
It's
I'm
like
being funny.
it's not a lot of women who can say what they're saying as far as what you're saying. It's not a lot of women who even can dream of a lifestyle of just having one man. That's a fairy tale. That's not true. It's not no. But what I'm saying is this: you knew he was a hoe when you was first started messing with him in high school. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold his hopeism. Don't hold his hopeism against him 20 years later because now you starting to feel some type of way because these young bitches, he might
Oh
get
no!
one of
Oh,
them.
let me tell you
No.
something. Hold on,
Oh,
listen. Let me tell you something, Uncle. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Okay, I didn't know it at first. Stuff started coming out, and so when stuff started coming out, we broke up because I was like, "Nigga, no." We broke up
Uh-huh.
for about. We broke up. I broke up with him. I think we broke up maybe like 6 months. Then we ended up getting back together, and then or did we have our son first? We had our son first. We was together for a while after that, and then I found out about the chat line. Then I found out
oh
about
Lord.
he was on all of it. The
The
chat
DC Blade. I
line.
know what you're talking
He was
about.
all over the place, and I was my mother. He was at my house doing it. Like I didn't even know. My
Yeah.
mother
But
called him.
why was you care? You was through with him. Why was you care? You were through with him.
No, we were together when I
We
found
talking
out.
about relationships and
This
trust and stuff,
this what
Nikki.
made me break up with him. Once I
Okay.
found out all that, I found out, you know what I'm saying? And so we ended up breaking up for a while and we talked about it and all this stuff. And of course, I loved him and he loved me. I'm not gonna say he didn't. I know he did. And we ended up getting back together and then we got together again. It was still some BS. We broke up for a year, got back together and ended up getting married. So we were together in total 18 years and married almost 14 years.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, but he just
You.
this is just something that he I don't it was a part of him he could not let go. He knew he looked good. He knew the women wanted him. He knew what he can do in the bedroom because apparently he was sharing that
Mhm.
shit. And so I was and on top of that, I was not his first. I was not his first. He was my first everything, but I was not his first. So it's like he just I don't know what it is. And so then it got to the point where I said, now this was like I
Um,
forgot how many years
I
of marriage
think
I said.
She in the
me
comments,
myself.
AQ.
Can you
You
hear
can
me?
tag Reese. She in the comments. Go ahead, y'all. My
Come
bad.
on with this
What was you saying,
goofy
Unc?
ass shit. Can y'all hear me? Man, the
Yeah.
fuck out of here. This goofy ass shit.
Keep moving around that house. That's what the fuck it
Shit,
Oh, he was
is.
he
talking. Oh,
he
I
can't
could hear
say
him.
shit. He couldn't see us crying.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably what it
okay.
is.
I'm about to say I can hear him. He done went. He done
He'll
beat the
come back
phone.
in. He been tapping in the whole time,
Oh,
coming back,
okay.
leaving out,
No,
come
but
back.
I'm and when it got to a certain point, I said, "Fuck it." I started talking to dudes. I wasn't fooling with them, but I started talking to, and he saw because I didn't lock. I never used to lock my phone, so he would
Yeah.
see messages, and y'all know I be flirting. And he was, he was see, oh, you fucking this nigga. I'm like, no, I ain't even know. But the fact that I started doing, well, almost doing what he was doing, oh, it was a problem. And I was like, I'm not out here fooling with nobody. And the thing for me, I would cut him off, not him, but the people. I wouldn't. I was just like, fuck it. I was just only doing it because I was bored. I would cut
Yeah.
him off. No, he had broads ready to fight me
Damn.
at the end of our marriage, by the time when I put that separation paper in, oh, it was on and popping. Them women was like, oh, she messing with you. She trying to make it seem like this, and that, blah, blah, blah. I'll come fight her. And I'm like, so you just gonna let some broad come fight me? You want to see them get their ass whooped? I'm
Yeah.
fine with it.
They jaw rock.
I
Then.
ain't got no problem. If they come in my face, as long as they don't touch me, I'm good. They can say all they want to because they don't know the truth. You sitting here lying, trying to get sympathy. And that's okay.
Mhm.
But best believe the minute one of them niggas try to put their hands on me, I'm gonna fuck them up and then I'm gonna fuck you up because you stupid as shit.
Ha ha ha.
Are
Now
you
I'm gonna
That's the shit
tell
are
I
you
you
like.
one,
are you
yeah,
still
because
mad?
Mhm.
huh?
Are you still mad?
No, no.
Are you
But
sure?
this is, yeah, I'm sure. Oh no, I talked to him. I just talked to him yesterday. That's how I found out how he asked my mother for help to get me back. I'm not mad with him. But just
Hey,
thinking of, sometimes I do gotta go thug when I talk about certain things,
God,
because that's
you
where I
sometimes
know
you
was.
because
gotta,
you
Okay.
I
handle
give it
shit.
to you. You're the real definition of love. I will give you that. You're the real
And I tell
definition
him
of
that.
love, man.
I tell him I'm like, I do love you. I don't want to be with you. He's in a category now where he's family.
Right.
We're not gonna be intimate. We haven't been intimate in 7 years. I don't even want you to hug me.
It's
Don't hug me because you don't
it,
know how to
but
keep your hands
it's
to yourself.
but love really don't have a whole lot to do with intimacy.
No, I know.
That's
I'm
what we
talking
get
about because
lost
he was
at.
my ex-husband. People would assume that, but nah. Once I
Nah.
said no, that was it. So that's what I'm
No.
saying. So for me, I love him. He's my children's father. I will always honor and respect him because we had a history, we had a life, and he's my children's father. But he cannot ever cross back over to being an intimate partner with me. You family now, buddy. He talking about what? I'm like your brother. I said, no, you're not like my brother. The things we used to do, brother and sister ain't supposed to do.
Do not do that
But
shit.
you're like a you know, I love you like you're my family now. You are in my heart as my family, not as my man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he
Like
needs
that.
something, he can
That-
call me. He can call me
Where
and
he,
ask
you
for
know
it.
where he
You know
need,
what I'm saying?
where he been trying to call you. You know what he need, and
No,
you say
that's
you
what he
family.
want.
Give him some.
That's what he want. That ain't what he need. I
Yeah.
told him he better call them hoes that he used to talk to all the time. And all of a sudden he ain't got no damn hoes. All of a sudden his number.
Wow.
He
Call them
talking about some. He
hoes.
talking about some. I don't trust
Wow.
nobody. I don't trust nobody. I said, but you trust
Hey,
me?
you ever catch him?
Oh,
Hmm?
not in the act, no, because I used to be at work all the time.
You ever
So
seen the
he,
video?
I seen a video of a girl sending him her pussy.
Oh, so you know, you never seen any sexual contact, anything?
No, I've just seen conversations, but he told me. He
Okay.
told me.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
I think. Excuse
yeah,
my
yeah. No,
question
I
here.
never
Excuse my
told.
question
That's
here.
why I said I never accused him, because I'm not somebody just gonna. I'm not gonna accuse you.
Yeah.
For
Right.
one, like that's why I said it took for somebody to call me. It took for
Mhm.
me to see it for me to start going through his phone. I wasn't going through his phone at first because I trusted him.
Yeah.
So,
I trusted him blindly. You know what I'm saying? That was my husband. I followed his lead. You know, I trusted him. And I didn't think he would, even though he was kissing people back in high school. I didn't, you know, we got older and we had a child. I didn't think he was out here doing no nonsense like that. But when he told me that he cheated on me, and he called me at my job the night before he told me,
Lord
acting
mercy.
like the girl to gauge how I would act. And I said, well, if you want him, you can have him. And I hung up the phone. And so he called me like, you know, that was me. I said, yeah, I know, but I knew in my heart that he had already did something. I felt it, but I didn't accuse him because I didn't have any proof. But he
okay,
told
so
me, yeah.
I, I, I want to ask something. So emotionally, you went through something and you felt some type of way as to um go off your thoughts. Right, you went up. You was emotionally distraught. That's what I'm take that as. You was emotionally distraught, and you went off your thoughts of your husband cheating on you for whatever reason, whatever argument, whatever disagreement y'all had. So what you did was you vindicate to yourself what you was already thinking, and then somehow or another, mysteriously, some person calls your phone and says your man out here doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. They're saying that's all the proof you needed. Now let's ask this question: what happens if if like he never? Oh no, I got no no. When did he tell you he was cheating? After y'all decided y'all was gonna split? Hello.
Oh, I don't know if she tapped out or whatever. I'm still here.
Oh no, I want to know. Like, did he say he was cheating before?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Somebody called me and they kicked me out. So
okay,
you asked your question again?
okay. Let me say this first, so we have full understand. It's nothing sorry about you, so we don't use that word. I
Right.
understand apologetic, but sorry is not a word that any person of complexion should use. Ain't nothing sorry about none of it.
Right.
Now I was asking, did he divulge that he had cheated on you when y'all had decided to split?
No. Okay. So when he told me, we went in the room. He's like, I need to talk to you. And he told me what he did. And he's like, I understand if you want to divorce me. I know I was wrong. Da, da, da. Da. And I didn't say anything for a while because I had to process. Because I knew, but just to hear it is a little bit different. And so I had to process it. No, I didn't want to divorce him. And you know, we got married and all this other stuff back in the day, I'm like, I'm not dealing with no cheater. You know how we do. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with that. But then you get to that point and you deal with it. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you're in that situation. And it took me a while to like he told me and it hurt and it crushed me so much because I knew that I was faithful to him. And I was faithful because one, that's just who I am. Two, because I love him and I felt like, you're my husband. You're the one I'm supposed to give my body to. So for him to go out, and I'm gonna tell you, he got this body every chance he could, and the chance that he couldn't, I was giving it to him too. So it
Okay,
wasn't that he wasn't getting
hold. Let me
it.
stop you.
Okay.
Hold. Let me stop you for 1 second. Stop for 1 second. It's very important. This is very important. Do you got a slick ass mouth?
No, no.
So you don't say nothing
Even
slick to
back
him.
then, no, no. Now I do.
Oh,
Now I do. But back
no,
then, no.
you know
I
something.
was.
You know
Mm-mm.
something. Only thing I see your problem with your husband was you became too submissive.
Yeah, I was. He gone. That was that, and I say it all the time. I'm a very submissive. I'm naturally submissive, and that was my problem. And I don't. And matter of fact, I don't even think it's a problem to be submissive. I'm not gonna say it's a problem, but to be submissive to the person that can handle that. You know what I'm saying? I was the one who wanted to keep the peace. I didn't want to fight. I hated fighting. I wanted to make sure he was happy. And of course, that's not my responsibility, but I was his wife. I was raised in the church. I was raised to be a wife, right? So I'm like, I'm his helpmeet. Whatever he needs, I'm there. Whatever he
Right.
needs from me, I'm there. He lost his job. Fine. I got one. I work double time. We got a son. We got to make, this is the type of woman that I am. But because of that, that does enable certain people to
Yeah.
kind of be lackadaisical or to just be like, well, shit, she got it. Or, no matter what, she gonna be there. So yes, I am a naturally submissive woman. I'm very submissive.
No,
But
I only said that right because the man that you married, right, you went through the act of being submissive when y'all first got into what y'all got into. When you had that baby, your act of submission was over with. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Hey,
And I think,
Phoenix.
I'm just, this is only my opinion. This is only my opinion. Because I think a lot of females, with the love that they had for their men, you know what I'm saying, they act submissive when they shouldn't be. And they act aggressive when they should be submissive. I think they get it mixed up a whole lot. You know what I'm
oh
saying?
yeah, that's true. That's
I'm
true.
not I'm not saying no, like I said, and the reason why I say the true definition of love is because when you love an individual that much, and by you being with him so many years and you saying he was a whole back then that means you made a whole lot of goddamn sacrifices. You
Yeah,
made a whole lot of
I
sacrifices to be
did.
happy. You know what I'm saying? So
To
that's why I
yeah,
say
Hey,
I
Phoenix.
understand
yes.
the hurt goes a whole lot deeper than emotional. It goes a whole lot deeper than emotional.
Oh,
You know
my
what I'm
whole
saying?
soul was crushed.
Can
Yeah, I
you
Like,
understand that now. Yeah.
can you do me
That's like I said,
a
you
favor for
hold
a
on.
had a
second?
relationship.
Hit
What'd
on
you
some
say,
of these
Trey?
comments for me.
You want me to read them?
Yeah, I'm getting dressed for work, so I can't really read
Okay,
it right now.
okay. Hold on. Unc is muted. What'd you say, Unc?
No, I would say that for you to like feel the way you feel it is because of all these sacrifices you made for the love that you dedicated to that piece of paper, what it said. So yeah, I
Oh,
can
I didn't
understand.
listen. I dedicated to him. I was dedicated to him before we got married.
Yeah.
So
See,
yeah, that paper just
yeah.
made us legal. It made me be able to change my name to his. I was dedicated to him before that.
No, but no,
And
but
yeah.
remember, I said you switched the roles on him, and that fucked him over because you was submissive to the point that you said, "Oh, I'm not gonna keep letting you fucking play this fucking game with me." And then now, no, so now, no.
Somebody hit on them comments for me so we don't lose them people in here.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I'm about to read it. I'm about to read it. Hold on. Da, 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 da. What's up? Let's see. He said
Cause
she
I see them
bad.
comments.
Yeah, I'm trying to see where we at because it's a whole lot of them. Let me start from the bottom up. Dickie said, "Uncle, speak that knowledge, bro. Speak that knowledge." He also said, "I hate fighting too, sister. Sometimes you got to fight to get what you want. If you don't fight for it, then you are failing yourself. Everyone in relationships should have the courtesy to be brutally honest. And if you can't do that, you can't respect that bed, then you can't respect your woman." Aquarius said, "I don't believe in divorce, and neither does Blueface. You're in it forever, loving, sucking, fucking, and crying together. Girl, yes, a woman. She also said a woman will forgive you for getting some pussy if it's a lot of temptation out there, but the messy shit is unforgivable. Yeah, I'm not doing nor dealing with messy shit that will get you hurt by me. Dickie said the
Hell yeah.
divorce with my first wife was because she cut off the flow of water to me, and when she asked me if I fucked her sister, I said hell yeah, and I know why, because
Oh
you should be more
damn.
attentive than you are, and that ain't right. So yes, I fucked your sister. Oh, Aquarius said if a
Oh
broad,
wow.
yeah, she said if a broad wants a wet pussy but dry pockets, that'll be on her. My shit better not ever come up short. And Bill better be saying, say that girl. She said I've never been to go through the phone type. She said I trust my man. We do shit together here and there. I keep it fun and spicy. Her hubby, Blueface, watched me grow up. Been with him 9 years as of November 8th. Married 4 years, and I love him from his rooter to the tutor. Okay, and he loves this pink cooter.
That pink
He
pussy.
said, "My first was, is, and always will be my everything. I still love my first." Okay, Louisville boo. Dickie said, anyone not looking in your direction and they have affection, that means they're probably going to give you an infection. She said she can't relate. Oh shit. He said, "Oh damn, you talking some knowledge about these hoes, about hoes that were hoes, and then they want you not to be hoes no more. They're going to get hoes." Yeah, okay. But yeah, I say this, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about how my examples of relationship help mold my perception of relationships. And from the women in because my family, they're married women, you know what I'm saying? It's married men, they get married. But what I saw were submissive women, and no matter what their husband did, they ain't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least
Yeah.
they didn't say anything in front of us. Now, behind closed doors, I'm like that. I'd rather talk in our room. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather argue away from people. He's one of them people, when he got something to say, he gonna say it outside in front of people in the tour house, and he don't give a damn. And that was, but and then so that was one of our issues. And then, like you said, I was very submissive because one, being raised in the church, you're taught that the woman is supposed to do this. But I also, on top of being submissive, I also was his helpmeet, and I took that very serious. I'm there to help us get where we want to be. We need whatever our goal is. It was we for me. A lot of times it was always I for him. It was I. I want this. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to live. Okay, but you have me. It's supposed to be we, and then we had children, and then eventually we end up having 5 kids. So we got a whole crew. So it's not just what you want. It's got to be what is good for us. Now, by that
Yeah.
time, I did, like you were saying, I did get to the point where I started to understand that I could not be quiet just to keep the peace. Because keeping the peace and you're not actually speaking
It's suffering.
is, yeah. And so he thinking everything good, but the thing that I did do, I did talk to him. If there was an issue, I talked to him. So he was never in the blind, ever in the blind. I talked to him. We had conversations. I would ask him. I wanted to know what I can do to be better for him. What did he need from me? What I want to help you. This is the type of person that I am because I watch my partner. And if I know something's not right, I want to make sure I can, if anything that I can do, I want to help it get right.
Oh, that's right. Shit.
So
I want to say this right. And I'm glad you said that, right? Because we've been talking about how the investment of females trying to figure out who their man is or who their partner is, how that's not something that everybody's willing to invest. A lot of females say, I'm like, all right, well, look, he comes in, and man, like niggas, excuse my language, men drink, we go out the club, but a lot of times we do this shit to get shit off our mind.
right, I
It's
know
a
that.
true saying that it's a true saying that soon as you walk in the club, the devil walk in 30 minutes later or 15
Mm,
minutes later.
he
That's because
probably need to.
that's how long it takes for you to get that's how long it takes for you to get unconscious and for you to fall into life's little trial, majority of the time when dudes find themselves cheating or whatever, it's
Hold on, Uncle, you robotic. Every time he starts speaking some
Because
good stuff, he go remix it.
when you do them wrong, that shit destroys you inside. That shit
Yeah.
really destroys you. If you really love that person that much, that shit destroys you. Because now you're saying, now what this motherfucker gonna do the same thing to me. So now we got a division of thoughts and emotions that's gonna cause us to crash and the whole relationship about to go to fuck out the window. I'm saying, like I said, I don't think and I'm like, like I said, I don't think that a lot of men cheat to be the woman that they cheated with. I think a lot of times it's a one night stand they got caught up on. One fucking night stand they got caught up. I don't think like I think that you're in that household. I merged you for a reason. I merged you for a reason. No, I ain't no perfect nigga. No, I ain't no perfect nigga. But I'm the perfect nigga for you. I'm perfect nigga for you. Yeah. When you changed over and said, nah, look, you got like tighten fucked up and all that, I can respect that. But like I said, I think you I think you took so much out of him when you told him how hurt you was that he ain't have no other choice but to get the fuck away.
He ain't go no fucking where.
He
He's
ain't in
still
that
trying to
bed no
come back
more.
on.
He
Listen,
ain't in that
he
bed.
told the first time he cheated, because it happened several times. The first time he cheated was our first year of marriage in August. My birthday is August 22nd. I had to check to make sure he didn't do it on my birthday because I was gonna cut something off for him if that was the case. But the first time he cheated, it was our first year of marriage. He told me. He had cheated several times after that. I don't give a damn about no this happened one night stand. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck. If I can keep myself for you all them years, you should be able to keep yourself for me. I don't want to hear
Okay,
that shit.
okay,
You need to
oh,
have self control, just like you expect me to have self control.
okay. That was perfect. That was perfectly said. You said, man, you said that like the queen that you are, right? But this is what you gotta understand is this, and we were talking about this. Like it was cool. He done did it 19,000 times. I don't know what makes this 20,000 times so goddamn special. You put up with that shit now for
Oh,
something
I
else.
didn't
Yeah.
put up with the fucking. I didn't put up with the fucking.
You
Okay,
just
listen.
said he cheated on you several times. That's
Yeah, this
knowledge.
I found out. That's what I said. The first time I found out when he told me after our first year of marriage, he said the first time I didn't know until then, but we were married. I'm not about, and then how like 21. You still, like I said, we loved each other. We was gonna try to work out. Like I said, for me, he was it. So I wasn't
I
just
think you
about to
missed
go
my
out
point.
here, you know.
I think you missed my point. What I'm saying is this: the whole relationship changed after so many years of him doing this, and you say, you know, something, I'm just tired of this. But you were somewhat that gone and that much in love with him that you put up with it time and time and more times. Like I said, it ain't now. I'm thinking, like I said, you really don't apply to the conversation of somebody just going through the phone trying to see if their man is cheating because you already knew he was cheating. You been knew he was cheating. He been cheating since he met you. But like I said,
And
I'm
since
just
he
being
met,
real. I'm just
dang.
being real.
I
Yeah,
know
I'm just
it's
being real.
funny because
Yeah, no,
yeah.
no, no, I'm being real. And no, no, some real shit. Some real shit. He was your first. He put that torch dick up in you, and yeah, yeah, you be mad at him, but guess what? It always gets back, don't it?
Oh, hold up, because
It's,
guess
it's
what?
probably longer. It's probably a longer
But look, this is what I was
process.
saying, because
It's probably a longer process, but it's getting back. I promise you that. One day you're gonna slip
mm-mm,
up and you're gonna wonder how the hell is he? How the hell is his underwear? Yeah, come on.
mm-mm, mm-mm. One thing about Louisa, I gave this man, I known him for 25 years. I gave this man 18 years of me, and he gave me 18 years of him. When I say no, I mean that shit.
You
Okay?
still talking about how torch he is?
I didn't say how torch he is sexually. I said he a handsome man.
Mhm.
You done gave us, you gave us more than that. Well, body, he torch in the bed, he know what to do. Yeah,
I said
you got,
he was
yeah,
handsome. He's
you
still
could
handsome. I said he knew
have
what he
eBay just
was
now.
doing, and that's why he was out there sharing that shit. I ain't had that in 7 years, and I don't want it. For me, if I don't want your dick if you're connected to the person that don't care. And again, like you said, I did all them years. We did all those years together. No, I'm not perfect. I'm stubborn. I can be very stubborn. Or I was, because I'm not now. I was stubborn, but only when it came to only after a lot of shit started happening. We went through a lot of things in that marriage. We had evictions and all that other stuff. So that did make me turn, not against him, but it made me turn to where I had to stop being the submissive one. I had to stop following him, and I had to step up because he was leading us to destruction. So I
Okay,
became
so
stubborn because I
Mhm.
had to be. And it's certain things like again, I was one of the people I enabled a lot of things. And because of me going off what I saw and didn't really understand, because nobody sat down and talked to me about, hey, you know what you're supposed they tell you how to be a wife, tell you what you're supposed to do for your husband, but they don't also go into the other aspect of that. It's like, hey, you are supposed to be an advisor. You are supposed to, in which I was doing, but he didn't really listen. So I end up having to step up because I got tired of being evicted. I got tired of certain things happening in our relationship, not only intimate between him and I, but with our family and with our situation. So yeah, I did become very stubborn. No, I did not disrespect him, and I never put him down as a man. But I also did not allow him to do certain things because I knew he could not lead properly. But I didn't know that until years down the road when I started actually stop being so submissive and stop following blindly. So I had to step up and do these things. But at the end of the day, his and our relationship shouldn't have went the way it went because for one, he had, if we want to talk about the sex aspect, he had no reason to step out of that house. He had no reason. I would meet this man at the door. Give me them pants, nigga, put your dick in my mouth. This is like, come on now. He had no reason to step out. His excuse, because it was an excuse and it was bullshit. I was depressed and X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. Fuck that. Because when you was depressed when we was together, we wouldn't have sex for a year. We wouldn't have sex for 9 months. We wouldn't have sex for 6 months. But you depressed outside and find somebody to suck your dick. This is what I'm saying. We went through these things together. You know what I'm saying? This stuff happened together. And I dealt with that one because, like I
did you ever
said,
think that he might not have been? You
might
hear
not
me?
have been what?
My bad. Excuse me for cutting you off.
No, you said might not have been what? Sexually
Do
satisfied?
you think? Do you, 'cause no. I don't think even think with him. I don't even think it's being sexually satisfied and all that. I think it's the fact that you lost motivation in him a long time, and like I said, y'all gotta understand the littlest shit that
Mm-mm.
y'all take away from a man takes his
Mm-mm.
power. And
You know how long it took for me
you
to
just told me,
11
that
years,
you know you.
It took 11 years for me to get to that point. I didn't take nothing from him. It took 11 years for me
Mhm.
to go up here and be like, look, I'm going to do this. It took 11 years. So I didn't take anything from him. And
Mhm.
even in the midst
No, you missed what I
of me,
said.
listen, hold on.
No, you missed what I
Listen,
said.
hold on. I didn't take anything from him. Never. This is what I'm saying to you. Because when I say certain things, the things that I do, this is not what most women do. I understand that. I get it. So sometimes it's like you stupid. No, I'm not stupid. I'm who I am, and I'm going to keep being who I am because I know who I am. We will go out. Let me tell you, he didn't. He would lose jobs. He would things would happen. Nobody knew that. You know why? Because I was working, and I would give him the card, or I would give him the money. He was always made to look like the man, because in his mind, this is the man. This is that. Blah blah blah. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna let you. I ain't gonna put you down. I ain't gonna do nothing. You still gonna be able to have your place in your position because you're my husband. You're the man of the household. It doesn't matter. I never put him down ever. I never belittled him, ever. I never made him look like a monster in front of anybody. When we got divorced, people were shocked because they thought our marriage was perfect. because I never displayed anything about him negative ever. So one thing you can say, you cannot say about Louisa. Nobody knew what was going on in our house. Nobody, because I didn't tell it. Because he was my husband, I was going to protect his image, because that's what I was supposed to do
No.
as a wife. I
Yeah,
did
that
not
makes
play
sense.
that game. So I don't care what nobody say. I know what I did.
Hey, well,
Now
how
at the
you?
end,
Yeah.
I got feisty as shit. At the end, I started going the fuck off because I got sick of that shit. At the end, I started talking. Now, at the end, I was a little bit wild. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I ain't
I
mad at
went a
that.
little wild. But that was at the end. But all them years before that, oh no. I was his wife. I was his friend. I was his lover. I was the one who reared his children. I took care of our household. Nobody will ever take that from me. Nobody. And
Mm-hmm.
that's why he trying to get back now because he
One
know
day
the
I'm
type of woman he lost. Because I'm a woman and I took care of our house and I took care of him. And I don't
Always.
yeah.
give a fuck what nobody say.
Look, she done zapped on up out of there.
Yeah, because he keeps trying to flip it. No, you're not gonna tell me them 18
That's
years that was put in between both of us that I did. Oh hell no. You're not gonna do that to me. Hell no. I'm not playing that.
Nah, it makes sense though, but that's what we was talking about, as time go on, people change. But you in them
Yeah.
young relationships, like when you in that young relationship, like I know my first child's mom, we was together in high school, so as things got older, her friends fucking every dude around, the light skinned nigga she like, the dark skinned nigga she like. So I think people think peer pressure ends after school. Peer pressure
No.
continues on, especially for males. A lot of men, they might be in a relationship early on in their life and they never experienced other women. They never had the thick joint, that the dark skin short, the light skin. So they hearing their friends that's single, that's looking for somebody. Oh yeah, I hit this joint. Oh, shorty like you. You young, live your life, man. You too young to be. And they let that get up, and then as they get older, they damn, I had something good. I missed out on something. But that was just them being young, and I think being peer pressure to you young, enjoy life. You should sleep
Yeah,
with more.
yeah, I get that. I do get
Yeah,
that, but I was young too.
exactly. So it's just like y'all agreed to be, in something together. And that's why I think a lot of those relationships end up going that way. Both ways, the girls feel like they needed a whole phase. And you hear a lot of girls like, oh, she must ain't have her whole phase. Like that's a thing. So she was in a relationship early on and still wanted that whole phase. She gonna end up dipping out on her dude or cheating on him. And if they gonna end up breaking up. But later on in life, she probably feel like, damn, I fucked up something good
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
wanted to
you don't
finish
do
the
right.
whole. And I think a lot of dudes live with that regret more than women, because it is a peer pressure when you young, early on in your 20s, how many girls you sleep with. It ain't cool to have a lot of baddies when you're a young girl, but a young male, they think it's cool, like, oh boy, you ain't get, there ain't nobody, so you got to be careful with that, young dudes. Hey, you back with us?
Yeah.
Young people, period, mom.
Yeah,
I, I,
people
Peer
I
say,
want
pressure.
to say this.
I got the same peer pressure too as a young married woman. Oh, y'all married, y'all. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It comes all types of ways. Yeah,
I, want,
you're right.
I want to ask baby girl something, right? When you started acting funny and all that, was it within like the last 3 years of y'all marriage?
You said when I started doing what?
When you start acting real feisty, was it within like the last 3 years of your marriage?
Yeah, at the end. No, maybe the last two. Within the last Mm-hmm.
About 2 or 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me give you a little small little information about a man, right? When I say you took something away from him, right? You're his wife. You're his wife, but you became his enabler because your job was to tell him to get the fuck up and make this shit work. That was your
And I
job. But
did.
instead,
Mm-hmm.
oh, let me finish. But instead, you gave this nigga a car and you put up this facade with him. And then when he can't complete the task that he has to complete, he feeling real fucked up. Because not only do he have to come back to his wife and ask for money, you know what I'm saying? Now he gotta try and find another route to get money. You know what I'm saying? When I say you took something away from him, you took you took that thrive. You supposed to told that nigga, get the fuck, I don't give a fuck what's going on, nigga. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up and go the fuck out. All right, they hire you today, nigga, go down the job. That was your job. Your feistiness came in at the
That's what
end,
I
and it was
did.
too feisty for him. No, no.
Oh, no, but this is what I'm saying. I did that too. But in the midst of that, I did what I did as well. I'm telling you, you gotta listen. You gotta listen. I did that too. He was doing job applications. I said, man, I don't give a damn. This is KFC. Go to work. Oh no, it wasn't just no. It's okay. Nah, take your ass to work. We got kids. We got no. It wasn't just no. It wasn't just no. No, baby, I got it. No, you put in them applications, put them in the local shit. You ain't gotta just have these red. You used to making all this money. Cool. Get something. Something is $10 is more than zero. We've had these conversations. You got this job, fine. I'm still working. We gonna make it work. This when I say I was a help meet, that's who I am.
Mhm.
I'm not just sitting here and yeah, I wasn't an enabler when you said about the fact of that. Yeah, that part,
You
yes, I
gotta
know
give him
that.
a day.
I know that. But I was not, I was also pushing him or trying to push him to do what, well, babe, we can't survive off $10. I said, we can't survive off zero either. It was him fighting against me. I'm trying to push
Okay, no,
him.
no.
He's fighting me.
Okay, so when he finally got a job, he got the bouncer job.
No, that was before. He didn't go back to bounce. By the time because he had been fired several times throughout our marriage. And so the bouncer job was the one he would go to when he would, whenever he would lose a job
Little
or just
side
get
job. Little
extra
side
money.
job.
But that was in his 20s. By the time we got in our 30s, he had stopped bouncing. But in the 20s, he was bouncing and working, and he'll lose a job and he go back to da da da. So by the time we got in our 30s, he had stopped bouncing. Or no, was he? He was still bouncing, but for not for like a club. It was more like a bar, a little walk-in bar. So he
I'm gonna
wasn't.
tap out of here, y'all, because I gotta clock
Okay.
in 2 minutes.
Oh, have a
So
good day.
I'll
All
holler
Have a
at
good
y'all.
right,
No
day.
problem.
one.
Good show,
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah,
Later.
he was
Have a good day.
for bar. So it was like he would do that every once in a while. But for the most part, he would work or he wasn't working. So when he finally came out of there and went to I'm not gonna say where he worked, but he got a position where he was stable. Yeah, he was good, but his attitude switched too. He became very arrogant.
Is that it?
Yeah, he became very arrogant. If I asked for money, he needed to know why. He wouldn't like when we were living at, because we at one point we were in the shelter. We got out of the shelter, we went into this apartment, and it was fine. Then all of a sudden we started having mice problems, and then our stuff was leaking and everything. And our oven, our stove and stuff was broken, all this stuff. So at that point, I was still paying the bills. And if he would get money, he would give me money, you know what I'm saying? But then when he started working at this job that was paying real good, he wasn't helping me because he said, I'm not paying for nothing, this, and that, blah, blah. I said, I know, but we're here. So until we can get somewhere else, we're gonna have to pay the bills here. And on top of the fact that he owed for apartments that was in his name. I owed for an apartment that was in mine because we got evicted. And I said, well, start paying these apartments off so we can move. I was telling him this. While I was telling him that I was paying off the one that was in my name. So I wasn't just saying nothing and not doing it. I was getting our shit straight because I wanted us to move. He wanted us to move. We wanted to move. So I was like, hey, pay off the stuff over there. You got the money. I'm going to, I didn't tell him what I was going to do, but I'm like, you can start paying because you don't want to be here. I get it. I don't want to be here either, but the bills still got to be paid. So on top of that, I'm still paying bills. He wasn't paying bills there. He wasn't giving me money for bills, or he wasn't paying it because he said he didn't want to be there. They wouldn't do what they were supposed to do. We had slumlords. It don't matter. We still got to pay bills or we're going to be evicted again. So I was paying off everything. I paid my stuff off. As soon as I made that last payment, I said, send me a letter so I can go apply. And I went and did that to see if it was clear. I didn't tell him, but I went and did that to see if it was clear, and it was. So then he found out that I had been saving money. and we went and applied for this other place, and it was so expensive. But he wanted to be there because it was, had all the amenities, blah blah blah. And my thing is this: because of the experience that we had before of the evictions, and the fact that he did not keep a stable job, I didn't want to move there because I couldn't afford it by myself.
Mhm.
And beforehand, I wouldn't have done that. I would have just trusted that he could do it. It took all them years for me to get to that place where I was like, no, if I can't afford by myself, we can't go. And so that, I do know that did something to him. I do know that. But he wouldn't understand where I was coming from. He just felt like, well, I'm the man, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I said, yeah, but you've been the man and you can do it. You can still do it. Let's save some money. And then we save this money, let's do this. He didn't want to do that. So I mean, it's just a lot of, again, I did enable, but I also pushed. I did allow him to be the man, quote unquote, or look like he's still handling his business. But in the background, I'm pushing and motivating him to, hey, go do this, go do that. We got to make sure these kids got what they need. We got to do this, we got to do that. Da, 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 on top of the other stuff.
Yeah.
So no, I didn't just sit there. I'm not just a pretty face.
No, 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 no,
I was
no.
taught. I
I'm
was
saying,
shown. And
no,
I
no,
Mm-hmm.
learned
no.
from my uncles. I learned from my aunts. I learned from watching my mother and my stepfather's marriage. I learned from watching my biological and his parents. I watch and I take, and even though we didn't have conversations, they didn't have conversations with me. Things I had to learn on my own because a marriage in the front of the world is different from a marriage behind the closed doors
Yeah. That's it
or a
made
relationship. Period. You know what I'm saying? So I get what I learned, what I have learned, and even after our divorce, what I have learned about myself and what I have learned, or because we're no longer in that situation where we have to worry about certain things together, though we still have to worry about our children. What I've learned about him, it's been a lot. It's been a lot of growth for me. So I
Mhm.
have grown a lot throughout our marriage and after our marriage. And he has grown from after our marriage because now he has to sit back and see. It's different without me in the house with him. It's different with him not being, you know what I'm saying? We had to learn these things. He knows that. And it's cool. We cool. We all right. We just ain't ever get
But
back together.
from what I'm hearing, he basically still playing the same role he been playing.
Who? No, what? What role he playing?
He's just the
Sideline.
baby father.
Well, I
He's
guess
from the
so. I guess,
sideline. What
except we
is
ain't
blue
married
at,
now.
man?
I guess, yeah, 'cause
He did that. Like now, like I said, do you giving us some history of you and
Oh,
your
you back there.
your husband? Now I understand why you were around so long. Now I understand why you went through so much. Now I
Dang dog.
understand, like I understand so much now. I really do. You know what I'm saying, and
Yeah,
it's
we already
basically
understood that. You asking questions we knew for years. We knew Weezy is the greatest of all greatest, but that was
well,
but
I'm
then you
not because
answer
I had flaws. Let's
and
say that I
but
am
you admit to
imperfect.
your faults, so
Yeah.
this is first time
not.
talking with you,
It's
so he learning a lot.
I'm about to
So
say I'm about to say something. I'm about to say
he
something,
just
Marty.
like the rebuttal. He just like to find something.
And
But
I
go ahead.
hate I hate to say it's the cold hard truth, but you murdered him. You had that much love for your baby father that you said, "Fuck that, he ain't gonna be nobody else's baby father, and he's gonna be yours." You murdered him, and yeah. So for real, you everything that you got within your marriage with the respect, the disrespect, and all that, you asked for that because for real, you had a chance to let him go, and you didn't let him go. You had
Yeah,
a
I don't
chance
know
to
what
let him
he
No,
go, and you
no,
didn't
I
let him go.
agree.
No, whoa,
I
whoa, whoa,
agree.
yeah,
Let me tell you why I
yeah.
agree. Because I said this to myself. I had an out, and I still went in there. When I had a couple of outs. When we broke up after we had our first child, I could have stayed away. When he told me what he did the first time in our marriage, I could have divorced him because biblically, once you step outside your marriage and have sex with somebody else, the marriage is over.
Mhm.
If you going biblically, once you sleep with another man or another woman, your marriage is no longer
What's up,
marriage
big
in the
dog?
eyes of God. I had it
Right.
out so many times, and I chose to stay. You're right. Believe me, I'm
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hold myself accountable for a lot of things. I review
yeah.
Louisa a lot.
No,
And
Yeah.
listen,
Man, talk
yeah.
I think you
right.
just, I think this one day you woke up and said, "Damn, I've been doing this routine for so goddamn long. I'm tired of it." You know what I'm saying that. I think that's what that thought. I think that was the first thought process that you woke
No,
up one day.
I honestly, the final straw for me, um, it was the situation with our children. Because if it was just for me, I would have stayed because I was staying for them. I love that man. I love that man so much. I would have gave my. I would have. You know what I'm saying?
Duh,
I love the man.
duh.
You right. So, but it was getting too much. It was a lot going on in the household with our children, and they're the reason why I left. On top of build up of stuff, but it was just a situation that happened, and he went too far.
I
And it
got a
wasn't
question
anything
for
sexually; it was physical abuse. And I just was like, no, I have to take them out of here. I have to take them out. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for that, I probably would have still. Well, eventually I would have left, I'm sure, but it wouldn't have been as fast as I did. We was together 18 years. That's not fast. But if it wasn't for that, I probably would have took a little bit longer for me to leave.
I got a question.
Uh huh.
Hi, y'all, Mac family. How are you?
What up, Dame Dollar? What up?
Hi,
What's your
Tim.
question?
No, I got a question for the female because the queen ain't on the show today, but I got a question for the female, and I'm going alongside what the brother was talking about. So let me ask you a question, man to woman, in your perspective. Did you know when he was a trifling ass motherfucker? Did you know? Because I'm going to the point that he was making about you enabled him. So did you know that he was fucking around with you and you didn't say shit about it? I really want to know.
No, I didn't know at first. That's why I said, hold on. I didn't know at first, but I had a feeling, and I was like, I'm not gonna go off this feeling because I don't know, and I never accused him. So when he
That's
told me, huh?
that's why a woman's intuition is absolutely fucking on point every time. A woman's intuition is it's just stupid on point, and you already
Yeah,
know
but
you were getting fucked hard.
I was, but the thing for me, I blame myself. I'm telling you, I blame myself. I didn't think he was out fooling around. I just felt like he was pulling away because I worked all the time. Because he have a job, then he lose a job. So I was always working. And then, when I would come
Okay,
home, I would be wife and I'd be mommy. But I blamed the distance
hey,
on me, you know.
hey, Queen.
Mm.
Hey, Queen, I got just another question for you. It is Freaky Friday. So, because I heard this whole conversation that you were having with the panel and everything. So when you knew he actually didn't want to get a job because you were working, what, 2, 3 jobs, whatever, because you got to take care of your babies. I got
At the
lots of
most
babies.
two. I did work 2 jobs at one time.
Okay, and when he knew that you were doing that, so he made a male decision to say, okay, I know what time she gets to work. I know what time she goes to her second job, and I get to go fuck around because she's gonna bring me paper, right? And you did that, right? You were bringing him paper. Tell me
No,
I'm
I
wrong.
wasn't bringing it to him. I was putting it in our account, but we had a joint account. But yeah, basically the same thing, bringing home the bacon.
Yeah, okay,
Okay,
that don't
you're
matter.
right.
That you were still
You're
bringing
right.
him paper.
You're
Still
right.
bringing him paper. So you, in a relationship, you got to take responsibility for those things, in my opinion. If now, as a man, I know I work every day. Here, I'll even show it to you. See that right there? I'm making tamales. Okay, I do it every day. And I bring home my little $300 every day, 7 days a week. And who's ever in my house, especially who's ever in my bed, that woman gets to count the money and put it in that account. It's not the other way around for me as a man. I would feel like shit if a woman went out there and was working 2 jobs and I'm sitting on my ass playing fucking video games and texting broads. That's just, I'm sorry, I got girls. I got daughters. You understand me, sis? And
Yeah.
I tell my daughters this. I know, I tell my daughters this all the fucking time. If once, and I'm sorry, Molly knows I'm loud. Sorry, Molly.
It's okay.
But if once a trifle ass motherfucker treats you like that, you gotta pull chalks, sail away, motherfucker. Because if he can do it once to get over on you, he will do it again.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee.
That's true. And the thing
Hey,
is,
tell me I'm fucking wrong.
no,
Tell
but
me I'm fucking wrong.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And the thing is, we would have these conversations. We would talk about this, and of course, he would be like, "I feel like shit. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do as a man." Blah blah blah. He would say these things. And I'm like, "Well, nobody's stopping you from doing what you have to do. Get up and go do what you got to do. Get a job. Go cut grass. Go do something. I'm not gonna look down on you just because you can't get a 9 to 5. Go do something, make money. As long as it's not illegal. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I don't care what you do. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, cool, I'm gonna be here. I'm here for you. I'm here. That's what I'm here for. And so, yeah, you're right. But for me, because that was my husband, it was a little bit, it's because he was my husband, he got a lot of leeway from me. I'll say that. He was my husband. And for me, that meant everything. The vows meant everything. Sick of rich or poor, sick of health, whatever. Death do us part. That's what it meant for me. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't working. Okay, cool. You need to be finding a job, but while you doing that, I got your back. I'm gonna go work. I'm gonna make, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And eventually, like you said, it does weigh you down. Uncle said it does tire you out. And it wasn't like I wasn't vocal. I expressed myself to him. I would talk to him. I wouldn't come at him yelling because I know he couldn't hear me yelling. Because if I come at him yelling, he yelling and they go to fight. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't come at him like that. I never started our conversations like that. I would always say, babe, da-da-da-da, da-da-da. And if it was something I said that he didn't want to hear or he didn't want to touch on, well, we'll talk about it later. Let's talk about it now because we need to deal with this now. And it was, so it was just, it wasn't that I didn't try, but you can't make a person do what they don't want to do. And I could only do what I knew what I was supposed to do. My father told me that I had to work. I had to pay rent at home. And so I knew bills had to be paid. My dad made sure when I got of age to work, matter of fact, I was working before I was legally able to work. So I've been working.
How many babies you got? How many babies you got, honey?
5.
How many babies you got? You got 5? I got 8. Okay, I ain't measuring dicks with you. Okay, I'm pretty sure you protruding outer labia and your clitoris is bigger than my dick. Okay, I'm a 6'5" Dude from Gary, Indiana, and I have a training penis.
Excuse
Start
me,
with my dick.
Cat is very young.
But you know what? To your point, though, I really agree with you because I have 4 ex-wives. I agree with you that man, if that motherfucker ain't getting up to work, what it does is it builds this bridge of resentment. Like I'm out there fucking hustling, and you're out there doing nothing. That just breaks the chain. Because when you're in a marriage, and I think Molly and Louie and everybody else on the panel will agree, when you put that fucking ring on, what's that symbolize? And why is it on that finger, not this one?
Unity.
Why is it on that one, not this one?
The ring fingers are connected to your heart. That's why they put the
right. Yeah. Okay. So explain to me as a woman.
Crazy.
Now, explain to me as a woman who's been through a divorce, because I think you must have been recently divorced, right?
We've been divorced 6 years.
Okay. All right, so that's still recent, and everyone I'm over a half a century old, but what was the deciding factor that you said enough is enough? Was it domestic violence, or was it the fact that the motherfucker wouldn't get a job?
Well, by that time he was working. By that time, it wasn't a job by that time, because if it was a job situation, I would have been left in. Like I said, it had something to do with the children. And so I was like,
Yep.
nah, that's that, and a lot of time, like, and we do that to ourselves. You can, I used to say this all the time. I don't go by that now. You can say whatever you want to me. You can do whatever you want to me as long as you don't mess with my kids and or my family. But I had to switch that because I was loving on everybody else and not pouring that love into me, which is why I stayed as long as I did. You know what I'm saying? So now it's different. You can't do nothing to me. Nothing.
Mhm.
You're not allowed.
The story about what you're talking about, the hard work stuff, right? And working on a relationship. I'm gonna give you a
Hmm.
story about my first wife, Kelly. Okay, I have two beautiful children. One is named Damian
Yeah.
Seaman Jr., poor kid, and my oldest daughter, her name is Zoe Lynn Seaman. But I became a single parent father at 21, and for this reason. All right. She took a job bartending at a place called Bennigan's in Chicago Heights, Illinois. And we were having problems in our relationship. You know, we weren't necessarily sleeping together, and I wasn't getting no pussy, that's for damn sure. But I wasn't looking for more at all. But what happened was this. You remember that movie, Pretty Woman, where Richard Gere like pulls the flowers up and he's got the limo, you know, she comes off the balcony and shit. All right, so we just watched that movie, and I figured, you know what, this is the best way that I can tell her how much I love her. Okay, and I got Sybaris pool suites. That's a fucking $500 a night. I got us tickets to a concert. I rented a limo. I got the flowers. I had champagne, and I told the limo driver when he pulled into Bennigan's, I said, just stay right here. I'm gonna surprise you. Well, he fucking surprised me in my fucking Ford Taurus. So it is South Chicago, and when
I'm
she'd come
sorry.
walking out, no, hold on, I can't make this shit up. So when she come walking out with the bus boy, I figured, okay, you know, I mean, it's a rough hood, and that's good that there's a man escorting my wife to my car, and then he get in the passenger seat, and I had to sit there in the fucking limo watching her blow the motherfucker. Now, I did not react. I told the limo driver to leave. The next day, I went and filed for divorce. I got total custody of my children. And when I handed her paperwork, I said, really? You want to fucking blow the busboy and not me? Why are you laughing? That's fucking real shit,
No,
man.
I'm
Mm,
laughing because
yeah, them dirty boy.
Lord
No,
have
listen. You
mercy.
keep laughing. I'm gonna walk away. I want to hear what comes
I'm
after the laugh.
laughing because it's amazing, stupid
Sound
shit
like she
people
was at
do.
work. You wasn't.
Yeah, it's the stupid shit people do. But I laugh a lot because I can look back and be like, girl, that was stupid. Or, and we do things, you know what I'm saying? We learn from these things. I laugh a lot because it's healing. I'd rather laugh than cry. And if I gotta cry, I'm gonna cry too. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm
I,
telling
So
you,
if I laugh, I'm
you
laughing.
think
That's
that
fucked up.
you're right.
as
That's
a
what
woman,
I'm saying.
as a woman, and I'm going to do everything I can to prepare for a relationship that will be back as like glue, you know, like that song "Stuck Like Glue," whatever. But you know, I planned everything out. I thought everything was right, but I did not expect that.
Hell no.
Can I say something to both
Now,
of y'all?
how long?
Yeah, go
The
ahead,
reason
say
why
something. Go ahead, talk.
Yeah, no. All right.
You trying to say something?
I wait.
What you trying to say, huh? All right, and let
No.
Dame say what he can say.
all right, what I
Let
was
me finish.
saying was you know what really fucked my head up, and that's the reason why the next day I filed for divorce is holy shit, how long has she been doing this behind my back?
And kissing you. Ooh.
So I had to put someone's fucking dick taste in my mouth when she kissed me, and she's being a trifling ass bitch. What the fuck, man? Divorce.
Divorce.
You know what I'm saying?
Your question.
Well, it's kind of funny that both of y'all have somewhat of a similar story. Well, y'all
Yep.
made y'all baby mama and y'all baby daddy, y'all wife. You know what I'm saying? Even though neither one of them wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all was basically looking for the same shit, looking for this perfect love life where I have the child, I got the beautiful wife, living this
Yep.
beautiful fantasy. But that's all
Preach.
bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Love it.
You know what I'm saying? They like you cannot plan to go into a relationship and say, "Oh, well, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that." No, you gotta let that shit flow. And guess what?
Yeah.
Anytime you go out looking for something, you're gonna get what the fuck you don't want. Anytime you go out looking for something you gonna get what the fuck you don't want. And baby girl, as far as something with you said, I think that your decision with Murray and your little baby daddy was because y'all was going through some turmoil when you were younger, and like I said, the Bible do tell you like don't have no baby out of wedlock. Like I think that you followed the Bible all the way through, even though it was a whole lot of heartache, hurt, and
Yeah.
turmoil. You are a God fearing woman. I would
Preach.
definitely give you that. You know what I'm saying? But I also think that your decision of marrying him was because y'all was fucked up together. Guess what? If we fucked up together, we should be
Yeah.
able to build this bitch back up together. But guess what? He wasn't that nigga. You knew
Yeah.
And
it.
I
You knew
agree.
it. You knew it before you even had a fucking baby. You knew that before you even had the baby. But guess what? We're in the same situation. This shit gonna change. You know what I'm saying? So
Connection.
I'm married to this nigga. That status quo has meant so much to you. That meant so much to you. You feel
But
great. You feel good.
it meant to me because
The world.
not because of the world. No, not because of the world, but because of my belief. You know what I'm
That's what I'm
saying?
saying. You're
Yeah.
living. You're living by the words of the Father. You
Right.
can be doing no better. I'm doing everything He said. Everything He said in this book right here, I'm doing it. So why am I having these problems? Right? Because it tells you. Don't use your own consciousness or your own science or your own intellect to try to
Uh
figure
huh.
out what these passages say. What it says is be a good goddamn woman, but don't let a motherfucker play with you. Period. And it goes the same as a man. You know what I'm saying? See, what they didn't tell you
Yeah.
about in the Bible was you niggas keep fucking up and you're gonna get a woman scorned. And when she's fucked up, she can fuck your whole life up. But it can be vice versa as well. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Because here it is, you keep investing when a motherfucker don't want to invest in themselves. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true. And I definitely learned that the hard way
And,
because
and, and, from,
my
and from a
I'm gonna
man,
go off of what you said.
Hey,
In the
Unc, I
beginning,
want to hear from you. I want to hear from Molly too.
yeah.
Come on.
In the
Yeah,
Take,
give
give
a
us
beginning,
a
chance. Stop on this
I
one.
promise you, my goal was to give him the love that he did not receive from his mother. That's how
Oh my.
that was my goal because I found out, when you're young,
He was
you
right.
love.
You were an enabler.
But for
He was
me,
right. You were an enabler.
that's what I said. But
He
that
was
I
right.
didn't realize.
Even
That's what
that.
I said earlier. I said I was an enabler. I didn't realize that's what I was
Right.
doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I knew that my family had love, and he didn't get the same love I got. So I wanted to give him that love that I knew that my family gave me, and that's why I said, yeah, I knew I was. I knew I was. Not at the time, but looking back, going back and looking like, damn, I enabled a lot of shit. But only because, but again, my how I was brought up in my religion, and the fact that I solely am unconditionally, I love unconditionally, and I wanted him to be able to get that too. And eventually, I realized that no matter how much I pour, if the cup has a hole in it, it ain't gonna hold nothing. And then all I'm doing
You
is
are.
emptying my cup, and I'm never getting refilled. So I learned that the hard way.
And sister, I got something for you. And God rest my mother's soul. She killed herself in 2001. But there was a piece of advice that she gave me a long, long time ago when I was just a child at military school in Glenwood, Illinois. I asked her, why she worked so hard. And You know, she'd never give us an allowance. If we asked her for money, she would say, go talk to the neighbors, go wash a window, go mow a lawn, you know, go clean the toilet.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck, I ain't giving you no damn money. That's my mom. But I asked Mom why she worked so hard. And she was very, very specific. And this is to your point, by the way. You have to get up every day, every single day. And you are a glass of water. So you have to fill that glass every day. And then as you walk around that day, you give everyone a sip. Now, the next day, if you don't fill the glass for you, you can't give anyone a sip. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep, and I
If you
didn't know
don't
that
fill
at
the
first.
glass
I didn't know that at first, and I kept pouring and pouring, even from the dust. I was pouring. I just kept on
Yeah.
pouring, and then one day I'm sitting there looking like a damn carcass in the desert.
I don't.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I mean, you know, that's the point in a relationship. We're like, oh my God, I keep giving and giving and giving, and they drink and drink, and now I'm empty. So now I have resentments.
But see,
don't like this
look.
person anymore.
But what looking back, I realized I was getting droplets, and I was taking them droplets like they were big gulps of water. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I end up staying, because when he was there, he was there. When he was working, he worked. When he did care, he cared. You know what I'm saying? But then the other aspect of it was when he wasn't, he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So them droplets, them little taps of water will sustain me long enough till I got dry, then here comes some more droplets. It's like a cycle, you know what I'm saying? And so I didn't realize I was being dehydrated. I didn't realize I was being malnourished because I was getting them droplets. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, looking back, I know that I ain't able to lie. I also know that I took a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have. On top of the fact that my mother did not show me or teach me certain things because she didn't know. Because she was getting droplets too. My stepfather, he didn't know because he was getting droplets too. The way they were taught or what they saw, they did not understand. So all these repetitive cycles are not being taught. And you're just going off what you saw, going off what you know, trying to find love or trying to figure out shit from somebody that can't give it back to you. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to learn these things. And when I go back and look at my part of the marriage, my part of the relationship, I have to take accountability for the shit that I allowed and for the shit that I did not do. You know what I'm saying? I have to. Because there's no way it takes two people to make and to break a marriage. Whether or not that you did something wrong or not, you participated. You know what I'm saying? So I have to take accountability for my part in it. Now, we're no longer married. And it took years for us to even get to the point where we can have a conversation on the phone without cussing each other out. Now, I can talk to him, and when he's talking stupid, I'm like, look, bye, get off my phone. Or I'm like, all right, you acting stupid, I'll call you later. You know, it's different now. Because now I can look at him and see him for who he is, not for who I'm trying to pour into to help build up. I can see him as, I'm not going to say his name, but I can see him as who he is. You know what I'm saying? And I can't look at him, I don't look at him with expectation. I used to. I don't now. I don't look at him to give me what I'm giving him, because he couldn't. He couldn't give me what I was giving him. He couldn't. And so I don't look for those things. I don't have an expectation of anybody. What you show me, who you are, is who I'm going to have, well, who I'm going to expect from you. But everybody gets a blank canvas from me. I don't hold nothing against you. If I don't know you, you come a new person. If I meet somebody there or somebody I'm dealing with now, you have a whole blank canvas. Only you have the power to brush and paint on. If you fuck that painting up, that's on you. It's not because I already had paint on it. No, you have a fresh canvas when it comes to me. You don't have to earn anything. You have to show me. I mean, you don't have to, you ain't got to suck nothing off, because I'm not going to hold nothing against you that happened before. What happened in that relationship stayed there. What happened in that friendship stayed there. Because they are not you. You are a whole different person. Now, if you mess up, I ain't got nothing to say. Because I gave you the opportunity to be right. And that's how I carry with everybody. Friendship, parent, sibling, job, whatever. And myself. If I mess up my paint and I got to clean it up, I give myself a blank canvas every day. And I had
I
to
like,
learn that. I had to learn that.
I like that. I muted y'all too, cause y'all all long-winded, and I never get a word in. And we about to end this show in a little
Oh,
bit.
my bad, Molly.
Nah, you good. You the only girl on here though, but it's that's how I know how conversations go in relationships. I can tell from conversations from podcasts. You know, it's like y'all listening to respond instead of understand. So anytime she stopped talking, I know y'all two got something quick to ask, and it's vice versa. You know, so it's like is we listening to each other to understand each other, or we just listening to respond. This conversation go 4 hours. Why you did this? Why you did that? We all been in relationships that didn't work in our early 20s, and none of us did something right. We all got fucked over, or we fucked somebody over. It's what you learn from it. But what I wanted to state it was back what we talked about earlier. It's too much individually. It's how much he make, how much she make, what he bringing to the table, what she bringing to the table. Oh, the kids need this. Oh, it's about the kids. It ain't never about us. What we doing, how much we got, what we putting up to get this. It's always how much I put up, how much you put up. Oh, I'm doing my, then it's already broken right there in my eyes. Once y'all become individuals and it's no more us and we, and it's all, oh, I went to work and I got paid and I took care of this, what you going to do? No, this what we have. Now, how can we get more money? If you can get a job or something, that'd be great so we can bring more to the table. So
Yep.
they get to this individual and then they start to feel like, well, I'm doing more to work. I'm bringing more to relationship because you already separating yourself. You feel like if you working and he not, then you doing more to make this relationship work. He feel like if he working and she not, oh, he doing more to bring into the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But at one point, one partner always worked, and most time it was the male. I never heard that, oh, she not working, so she ain't doing this and she ain't doing that. But it seemed like it goes a lot with that now that women working. And if a man happen
Yeah,
not
yeah.
be working, it's like, oh, he not being a man. He not. It's like, no, we partners. We not where we going to be at in the next couple of years or so. But let's work together and see how we can build. If your girl need a job, let's work on getting her a job. If she want to start a business, work on that. Vice versa for the man. But I think once it start coming saying that, oh, I got this and I do this and I do that, that's when it become a problem. Y'all can go ahead and go
Yep.
off.
I agree. And that's how I carried it, Molly. It was about us. And we are partners. And whatever you need from me, I'm there. Whatever I need from you, you should be there. And that's why that's how I am. That's exactly how I carried it. You explained exactly what I was trying to say. Cause that's how I roll.
You got anything, dang? When we leave, I'm gonna share a video with y'all.
Hey man, I just want to say thank you to the whole panel. I love the fact that y'all love me just the way I am, and I'm a dicky head ass. Okay, I think that the panel itself is church. I don't care what you call church, but the only reason why I sign up for the Morning Mac show is because Miss Queen Althea Robinson invited me. It was about 2 years ago, and I think that this panel is very, very important because every day we're talking about something else, and it's Freaky Friday. I'm not going to show you my dick. All right, I'm not doing that today, Molly.
Please don't, but we gonna have to be.
but I love y'all, man. Y'all are awesome. Love you.
Appreciate it, man. Anything before we get up out of here?
No, once again, thank y'all for giving me the opportunity, man. Trying to make this project go through. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, as always, I'm always learning something every day I talk to y'all. So thanks again on that. And, I want everybody to have a great day, and amongst all, we're not living for the day, we're living for tomorrow. So whatever you don't accomplish today, you can accomplish tomorrow. Let's just make it to the finish line.
Yep.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
if you need anything, brother, here, my phone number is 681-900-3333. 3609, or you can hit me up on Facebook. If you need anything,
All right,
I am that.
All right, Marley, everybody exchange information through Marley.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Have a good day, Cal. Anything we get out of here?
I really appreciate the gentleman. I
y'all.
love
y'all.
listening to men talk, and that's probably why I'm the way I am, because I love listening to men talk, because you guys have a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and you have in your experience. Even if they're younger, I like to hear what they have to say, because the perspective is different. I'm a woman, so my perspective is not going to be the same as yours. We may have some things that we agree upon and might not express it the same way. But I do love listening when men talk, because you guys, and I appreciate you, for coming on here and sharing your knowledge. And even the questions you ask, because it may make me think about something that I missed. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. And I appreciate you, Molly. You always come with a different perspective. Even if it's the same, the way you word it, like I'm like, you said exactly what I was saying, So I appreciate that. And even Trey crazy, but he had to go get that money. But his perspective, I appreciate his as well.
Yeah. Love on each other out there, y'all. Don't get caught up in that individual or just be single.
Yep, just be single. If you ain't willing to be us or be we, then be by yourself.
Yeah. What
It's
you
the
gonna
best place
say?
to be. I said being by yourself is the best place to be.
Oh yeah.
If you could be by yourself, there's nothing that can distract you. If you can understand and be by yourself, there's nothing that can distract you. Because when an individual learns who they are, there's no such thing as boredom.
You're right about
The word boredom doesn't even exist anymore, because individuals learn how to play with their brain. You know what I'm saying, come up with different little things to do, things to accomplish.
Yeah.
I want y'all to check this video out. This sums up a little bit of what we talked about today. Give us y'all thought in the comments. If y'all want to speak on it before we get out, just let me know, Weezy. But here you go.
The day I got the revelation that Ahab is more wicked than Jezebel was the day I better understood why flying monkeys are detrimental. Jezebel, Leviathan, aka Collabo, which makes up the narcissist, is the master manipulator. Manipulators cannot work without enablers. Ahab is the enabling spirit. Ahab is the endorser. Ahab in the natural, they are peaceful, they are cool, they are likable. But listen to what the word of God says, that Ahab did more wicked in the sight of the Lord. Why? Because of passivity. Because you saw evil, you didn't say nothing. Because you saw evil and you gave it a pass. You saw evil and you tolerated it because you didn't want the smoke. You tolerated evil and you called it maturity. And whatever you tolerate, you cannot see. I want you to take some time and reflect back anytime you've ever seen this spirit in operation, especially in a leadership capacity, because many of you know I talk about narcissism in the religious space. When you pay attention to who Jezebel was and you paid attention to the enablers, without the enablers, Jezebel can't do what she or he does. They cannot. Ahab is the one that will shock you. At least with Jezebel, you know that they... You already know. Ahab is the one where it's like, wow, I thought you had my back. Wow, I thought you spoke well of me. Wow, I thought you knew better. Then it seems like when Jezebel comes into operation, it's almost like a spell that happens. They become Ray Charles. They can't see no evil, hear no evil. Really? I say this, Ahab is more conscious than Jezebel is. These spirits don't have anything to do with gender. They have everything to do with operation. I want you to stay focused. And so if you've been around an ark, this is your homework. Ask the Holy Spirit, is there any traits like Ahab on the inside of me? In what ways did I enable? In what ways did I play the game? And you'll be surprised what the Lord may tell you.
Yep. When you are more consciously aware, when you know right from wrong, you will be held accountable more than those that don't know. So I agree with that.
That was some work, Slam.
Yeah.
Riri, get better, girl. Hopefully she's back
I'm
one
going
day.
to get a theater today, help her do some stuff.
Oh yeah, you popping up on her.
Yeah, she home. She got home. She got home yesterday.
Yeah, I know she home. She said
Yeah.
she got no energy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to help her with a few things. And once I take the kids to their dad. And I don't call him my baby daddy. I don't like that term. I call him my children's father. Same
But
thing. I
he's your
just don't like
husband.
it. He's
But he's your
not my
husband.
husband.
He's nothing else but your husband.
That's
Mm-mm.
her.
He's my ex-husband.
What you forgot to bring was what we bond today by God, no man can break. So there's no such thing as divorce. You divorce from that contract.
It is if God didn't put it together.
No, he
Yeah.
put it together.
You
He put it
can't break
together.
it. Put it
You
Hey,
together.
never.
but hold on. You hear what I
You
said
broke the
earlier about
contract.
the fact he broke it when he went into uh that other place.
That's what
That
I
he broke
mean.
it.
Together.
No,
Us.
no, he didn't. No, he
Go
didn't. That's
outside
why.
and bring it
No, he
back.
didn't. This
Bring
is
it
what I want
back.
everybody. This is what I want everybody to understand.
Same
When you
cheating.
enter
How
into that contract,
you can cheat.
the word that you make, the vow that you make when you enter into that contract, for richer, for poor, for health, do you partner, all that. That's all the bullshit. Like it's telling you, you got to be prepared to go through all this dumb shit if you want to marry this nigga. So once you sign this paper, that means you agree to all this dumb shit. That's why marriage is sacred. That's why it's sacred. Because guess what? You have to live. Like, look at the president. Look at all these women that their husband then did God knows what, but they stand beside them. Because guess what? I can't break this contract. This is a
And
contract
you
on
ain't out
the
there. You want to get divorced? Get divorced. Fuck with you ain't stuck in no merge. I don't even
Look,
believe that these people can write papers and bond y'all together. That's mental illness.
I
Everybody out here in
don't.
the world is dealing with mental illness. Y'all really keep thinking they can sign papers and create laws. They can create all these traditions. All that shit is made up. Merge
Oh,
is
Marley,
made.
Marley,
You
Marley,
gotta pay
Marley,
on it. Everybody ain't do this before, man. This is a
Marley.
business. You gotta pay to get married. You gotta pay to get divorced. Ain't nothing real about it. You can say whatever you want. They can sign papers. You can go to court and swear over the Bible and lie. Ain't nothing gonna happen, man. Don't believe in all that stuff that they like to tell you. Is not born in nothing for life, man. You want to get out, man. Don't be
Remember, you do know that like Virginia Commonwealth state, right?
mhm.
If you're together for 10 years, you're considered married.
To
They don't
who?
need paperwork.
To who
Commonwealth
that?
in Virginia.
All right.
Huh? If a man
Hey,
has been together 10 years, they've been together 10 years.
all
They're
right.
considered married in Virginia.
All
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
But who
They
in
don't go
Virginia?
see me myself. I'm saying like this. The only thing that when you enter into a contract, which is putting the government in your business, that's what the contract that you signing, the marriage certificate. That's that contract with the government. You know what I'm saying?
This
If I got a problem with this nigga, you'll come help me. That's what the contract is about. If we make some money together and he's nigga and we don't want to be together, and this nigga trying to side 50-50 or 75 25,
business.
I need y'all to come in and help me. But
Yeah,
other than
business.
that,
You can get
you don't
out.
have to go. You think
You
the
can
motherfuckers
always
over at Africa, yeah. You the money for the money for preaching. You can go get a preacher. You don't gotta sign no goddamn papers. You got a ring, right? I got you. We got the same damn batch of ring. I don't even believe in rings. I don't believe in merch. I don't believe in none of that
rich.
goofy ass shit.
All that's rituals, man.
I believe
I
in your
believe in it. I
the,
just don't believe you stuck anywhere. Like if they can issue a driver's license. If you go out here driving drunk and get pulled over, they can take it from you. You can't say, "Well, I signed papers and this bond for me for life." I don't care if they take my license. Go out there and try it if you want. They're gonna lock you up. That's just how it works. You want to get remarried to somebody else, you can't. Oh, you can't remarry because you married to this guy for life. That's all I'm saying, man. You want to get out, get out. We gonna catch y'all on Monday, man. Love, peace.